All right, we almost back almost 100%, ain't it? Some of y'all ain't seen in years. Good to see your faces. Everybody all right? That's right. It's too to be alive. Once again, by the con of Mr. Yahuah. Spared our Kai, ain't that right? How many kids brought their money today? That's tight. I got one out there. I ain't got but one, two of them. I don't trust you, Gavin. I got to charge you 10. Alec, you owe me more than that, Joker. Putting up with him. Any kid been trying to practice and learn how to do it? Been practicing, how you been doing? You think you're getting it? Well, only way I can do it, I got to charge for testing. Testing is $10. So I can see how fast y'all can do it. Trying to see who in here will be a good subject to try to see where you're at. I'm speed. I'm trying to teach y'all how to do it and be fast about it. Any question you can answer anytime. Real fast, quick. Don't even have to think. Who want to try it? All right, come on, let's try it. You can't hear me? That's because you're old. Hayward said can't hear me. Hayward, what do it mean when he do like this to me? That's not good. Repent! Who you on with you? You, Malachi? All right, let's come. Come on, Malachi, let's see where you at. Give him a hand clap. Come on, Malachi, let's see where you at. It took me years to learn how to perfect this, all right? All right, I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. You gotta be able to answer them real quick. You gotta be able to answer without thinking like that. You got it? You got it? What you think about it? You ready? I can do anything. Any question, any word you ask me, I can answer like that. Don't even have to think of it, just come to me like that. I had to answer. I answered the question before it just came. You see that? I knew a question was coming, I answered it right here. I already had the answer. Y'all know what it is? Give me a hand clap. I'm gonna try this with you. This is a try. You good? You ready? So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and these gonna be questions you're gonna know, but you have to think. The average person has to think about it to have the answer. But me, no thinking whatsoever. Just know it. Know anything. Ask me anything. Anything. I already answered. Don't even worry about that. You ready? So this will be questions like things that you'll know. Right? You got it? All right, so I see a series of questions. Have to be ready when they come. I just shoot them out there. When I shoot them out there, I just be able to answer them real quick without thinking. You got it? You ready? How old are you? Don't worry about it. Go ahead. Give him a hand clap. He did good when he could. Good go. Good one. Good one. Good one. Wasn't quite ready. Wasn't quite ready. You did good, though. I can see he got potential, though. Keep working with him. Keep training. Take time to do it. So what I'll do is I'll pick somebody from the audience, somebody I don't know. Just a random person, and I'll let them just ask me questions. Carrie, come on, Carrie, I don't even know. Come on, give him a hand clap. Just make the man. But have I seen you before today?
No, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Give me another hand clap. Perfect stranger. Now what we're going to do, we're going to let them in. Come on up here a little bit. Come on. Here. So what we do, we're going to let him ask me a series of questions. Okay? And what this will do is show my quick thinking. Cat-like reflex. Like I land like a cat. You know what I'm saying? Land like a cat. So what you're going to do, you ask me some questions, any questions. And I'm going to have answers like so fast. You ask me stuff, just random stuff that I couldn't possibly, I would have to think about it to know it. Y'all got it? So what we do, give me a little drum roll. So give me a little drum roll to them. So what are you going to do? We're going to let him pick all the questions. That way it'll be fair and everybody can see for themselves. There's no try to have nothing up my sleeve. All right, there we go. Y'all see it? Y'all trust me, right? I don't have no hidden mics or nothing to just tell me answer. Nothing in my ear. You don't see that sir doing me to give you the answers. No. I know a little microphone. So what you're gonna do is ask me questions, and then we'll see how quick I be able to answer them, all right? See how long it take, all right? You ask me any question. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You just shoot them out. You just ask me questions like, what's my mom name? Anything. When you get ready. Bueller! What's up? How get color? Y'all see that? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? I just come up there. How do I do that? You got another. Whoa. Slow down, Will. Come on, Will. We don't want to do too much with it. Yeah, drum roll. I take it to the sea. Yeah. Go give him another hand clap. Yeah. Thank you. Whoa. Yeah. Woo. That what happened there. Studio audience. That what happened. That what happened. See too much to come out. And see. It's a lot of work. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Maybe use up all my power in one set. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put too much on me. You know what I'm saying? This stuff just comes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when it's. Got another right there. That guy got it. That question, you hear that? I already had the answer. Give me another hand clap. That's what I'm saying. Now, what we're going to do now on the math, reading, is $5. To be able to answer any questions, just randomly, without even thinking they had the right answer, they're going to be $19.95. How many of y'all kids got $19.95? So I got one back down, three of them. I'm going to take it. Make you a $29.95. Because you like you're going to be a hard one to kind of work with. See, anybody going to look like you're going to take some extra. Who want to learn how to do this for free? They're going to be $50. Because you're trying to take from it. Why are you trying to get this for free? Sit there and say, Adam, $100. You got $100? Can you borrow $100? Do you have a credit card? Okay, we ain't going to be doing with Adam. You got $100? Cash right now? Come on here and put it in my pocket. Let's just see something. Nah, you get your money together. How many of y'all kids want to learn how to do that? All right, let me see them kid hand together. Oh, yeah, Maya, get your hand up. Yeah, that's it. Just what's wrong with you? You want to learn how to do that? What you know how to do that's better than that? Do what? You know how to do the what? Draw? Give me a pic. Come on. Come on. We even have a drawing contest. I'm sick of this stuff. Show my power. Come on, give him a hand clap. I'll make sure the pens are not marked. Make sure me and you both got a fair pen. All right. You go right down. All right. Let me see what's on this side. Cause I don't want everybody in the studio audience. Cause see, folk be prejudiced like that. So what me and you gonna do? You gonna draw some on this side right here, all right? I'm gonna draw some on this side. Don't be looking at my side. Look at your side. Stay on there, look. Don't be one cheat. Stay on there, look at your side. Don't be cheating, man. What we're gonna do? We're gonna let the studio audience call out what they want us to draw. And move it in. We let the audience choose to see who the best. Hold on for me. Hold. Slow down. What we don't need is all these weird creatures coming out. And there's a lot of pressure on Jason. I don't want him to faint because this is a lot of pressure because I'm very good at this. All right? So what we're going to get ready to draw, we're going to draw, what y'all wants to draw? Ship in the bottle. A shipping, yeah. All right. You ready? Ship in the bottle. You know, yes, ship in the bottle. In the bottle. So you're thinking about it now. See, we got to use it. The ship in the bottle. You ready? Well, get your pen ready. What you looking on here at my side for? You look at your, go on your side. Go down on your side. Something you won't be cheap. You ready? Do you know how a ship in the bottle look? You thinking about it? You know what it look like? All right, we're going to pick something else. Ship in the bottle. We're going to do a who? A shoe. How about a shoe? You know a shoe? All right, what we're going to do, we're going to draw a Michael Jordan, Air Jordan shoe. Okay? Detail. You don't know how Michael Jordan shoe? Who got Michael Jordan shoe? Can't you have one? What kind of shoe you got? I want to pick another. Just we'll draw no. What kind of shoe you know how to draw? We don't know how to draw no shoe. Let's draw something else. A star. You know how to draw a star? I'm talking about a real star. I ain't talking about that fake stuff. Yeah, we're talking about the real star. You ready? All right, turn up so you can't look at mine. Turn your back so I'm going to turn mine so I'm no cheating. You ready? All right. Hold, you drawing already. Stop cheating. You ready? All right, go. That's it, I won. Look here, I already got my own. Give me a hand clap. Jason, I done won already, Jason.
That's because you turned the board.
Because I turned the board.
That's not a star.
That is a star.
That's an X with a line in the middle.
No, that's a star.
That's script scribe.
Who got a light? Hold on. Who got a light? Who got you got the phone? Put your light on. Let me see your phone. Turn the light on.
Google?
No, the light.
Oh.
No, just turn one on your phone right now.
I know I have a light.
Well, turn off. Let me shut it. What does a star do? Give me a hand clap again. How do I know how to just do all this? Stuff just come to my mind like that. I can draw anything. Do you know how to do contour drawing? Contour drawing. That's when you can draw and you can look at something and you can draw and you never look back at the object. You're looking at the object, but you never look at the board. That's contour drawing. You know what that is? Now you understand there? All right. How many of y'all didn't know what contour drawing is? That's when you look at your subject and you draw without looking back at what you're doing. You briefly, every periodically, you might take a slight look back, but you just mostly look. Oh, y'all don't know that's what contour drawing is. They don't believe I actually took advanced art sculpture. Boom! Hurt your feelings. So what men you gonna do? Let's turn it back around. Grab that. Come on. Turn it back around. Come on. Push that end back over that way for me. So what we gonna do? We gonna put it back that way down. There you go. Good job. Good job. And that's what we need to be right here. So what we gonna do? You're gonna stand on your side. We're gonna get a subject to stand up here, and we're gonna draw them. Stand to the side over there. That's it right there. We'll get a subject. Who want making the man cool? Come on, Mike. We're going to draw Mike. Come, Mike. Slide it back a little bit. What are you erasing? So you're going to erase this star here. Come on, Mike. Just stand right there. So this ain't going to, listen. Well, so what you got to do now, we got to do. Now you stand right here, son. Just stand right here, somewhere here, right there. Yeah, right there. So what we got to do, we got to draw Mike without looking at our board. Now, which hand you draw? You right-handed, left-handed? Well, you come on this side, you be on this side. I'm right-handed. You good? That's it. Now, what we got to do, we got to draw Mike. And listen, you can't look back at your board. I'm going to be watching. Listen, if you do, you have to do like, look, you have to be like, got that? You have something like that. But you pretty much got to be able to draw him with just looking at the subject. All right? This is going to show our talent. We need a drum roll. We got a drum roll. Here's a drum roll. Here we go, him. I know it's a lot of pressure on him, but I'm real skilled. I've been doing this. I can do anything. Y'all got me? Anybody? Ask me anything. Ask me how old I am. See how long it take me. 53. Give me a hand. Y'all see that? Y'all know how I want no hesitation. As soon as he added, y'all saw the answer like, as soon as he added the question, like, 1995. Now, here we go now. This right here is $200 flat. Teach you how to do this. Contour drawing. Y'all ready? You got to get some drum roll. Mike, you can't be swaying. You ready? Hold on, you ready? All right, let's start. Can't be looking. Can't. Real. Done. Give me a hand clap. Give me love. Show me love. Show me love. Show me love. Oh, what are you doing? You still? What are you doing, Joker? What are you doing? All right, you ready? And we'll let the audience be the judge. Which way we going? This way or that way? All right, let's turn around. Let the audience shoot. Come on. Give me a hand clap. No looking. Ah! For 200. I told Mike not to move.
How about a free draw?
Huh?
How about a free draw?
All right, let me see. Go ahead. Let's do a free draw. I'm giving him a free draw so he have an opportunity, got a chance to try to win. But y'all see that that's without looking, just talent and skill. And I pick up all the characters and everything. Y'all see that? That's contour drawing. Mike moved. Had he not moved, I would have made it keep his head more on that side. But when you contour drawing, you have to just kind of go with the flow like that, what you're doing. So other than that, That's Mike, naked. I ain't had time to draw it clothes, but just see it. As you can see, that's it right now, and we did it. So as y'all can see, any of these kids here want to learn how to draw? How many of y'all kids want to go into male cool? So all y'all want to learn how to draw?
Yes.
What if I teach you for free? How many of y'all want to learn? Yeah. Now it's double, because you're trying to cheat me again. So y'all looking for these discounts. Well, what I do, for those that want to do it, I'm going to give you a coupon, so you'll get a discount. Well, I usually charge $200, I'm going to do you for $250. So I'm going to give you a coupon to help you out. How many kids want the coupon? Good. That's what I need. So y'all get ready. He got us something going up there, ain't he? We gave him a free draw. He said, let me get a free draw. We took an aisle. I know that person. Have y'all met that person before? Well, we're gonna let him get a free draw in right quick so he can catch up with me. Y'all see how my child drew stars. I draw people, live still. Anybody who want to get a portrait drawing? Does anybody want a life still portrait of themselves that they can keep and pass on their family for generation to generation? Who don't want to go to the mail? Cool. Okay, what I'm going to do, I can't do all y'all at one time, but just everybody get your money together, send your money. I need you to send your money. If it's a check, after it clear, I'll call you. Don't send a check and be looking like show up right there at my doorstep. It's got to clear. It takes 3 days to clear the bank. Then give me a week. I got to get all my arts and crafts together. And I got to get, what you want your stuff? Who want theirs on notebook paper? That way you can take it to school. You put in. Who want theirs on their book bag? Any kids got a book bag? All right, what I do for $280, I can draw your picture on your book bag. So that way if your book bag get lost, people know it belongs to you. How many of y'all kids want to be able to do that? Somebody steal it'll be a personal picture of you. Okay, bring your $280, and then we're going to, what you want? What I do, because I want to be fair, I know when a bad comment, we'll do payments. That'd be fair. I'm not trying to take none. You give me $279 up front, then the rest we'll break it up in like 3-month payment. Well, I'm trying to work with them, so make sure y'all get it. You had another question, sir, you want to ask me, sir? Excuse me, you had another question you want to ask me? Yeah. That's why I'm not going to use you. Because that means you might be trying to trip me up or something. Let me something. I'm coming to use you, because have I met you before today, man? Said last night I ain't seen you. Think about it, oh, come on, give me a hand clap. So I don't know this man till now. Woo! And this right here I usually don't do, but I'm gonna let it ask me. And this will be what I do. I just do these real quick, just down the line. So that way y'all can see this is no game. As you see the secret mics or anything like that. No, make sure the audience not telling me that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna let you pick the question because we don't want to be biased and we want this to be fair. We want everybody to feel like they have a chance. So we're gonna give you an opportunity. You'll be able to ask me a couple serious questions. And when you ask them, what we will pay attention to is how quick I'm able to answer the questions. Can we get the drum roll, please, sir? I'm gonna get a little drink just in case. Sorry, miss. Yep. So what you'll do, I don't want no pressure on you. All the pressure I want to be on me. So what we'll do, we'll let you ask a series of questions. And you ask a series of questions. What I do, I got to try to come up with an answer. Right? You asking the question, I'm trying to come up with an answer, okay? So you get ready for this, right? You ask me like anything. I mean, anything in the world. You might be like, what's my dad's name? Whatever it might be. Him Grady. How I do that? Y'all see it? How I do that? It's like I was going out. It was like something like, this the answer. The answer is already here. So you know, stuff like that, like I mean, anything. Because I want you to pick the question. I don't want to have nothing to do with none of this. Y'all got it? So you might like, I don't know, anything. Like, what month I was born, I don't know. I don't know. October! What, give me Is that a real month? I mean, I'm just saying the stuff like it just be kind of out of nowhere like that. And I know, and I mean, I want to congratulate because the man just got questions coming, and I just gotta like just, you know what I'm saying? You might ask me, what happened? I'm in a box. That's what it. Because I know that. So that I know the answer to anything. Like you might ask me anything. Like I don't know. That's your petty question. That's the other petty question. Might not act like, can you borrow some money? I don't know. No! Say, go ahead. How I do that? I could have messed that up. Y'all seen it for yourself. Listen. I also do this at weddings and bar mitzvahs. So if you know people who get recircumcised, just call me. But I want my money after they're done it. I don't want to be there doing the practice, but I can do this. And that's for how much I need to charge. I let the studio audience say how much I need to charge. How much?
$1. No. $1.
Okay, I got to pay my price. $500. How much you saying? $150. That's my party price. So any of y'all having a party? Any of y'all kids want to have a birthday party?
Yeah.
Now y'all want to celebrate your birthday?
Yeah.
Give it your parents. $900. Give it your parents for $900. I can come down and I can do this for you. Mighty, when your birthday? What if we move your birthday up to tomorrow? Good one. Just think about it. Well, let's look at that. Give him a hand clap. That's all right. Now, who is that right there?
Nobody. It's just your face.
That's just a face. That's good right now.
All right, finish it off, Paul. That's it.
Give us a hand clap. Me and my man Jay. Thank you, sir. You've been so kind, sir. You've been so kind. Y'all know what? These folks need to get checked. There's something wrong with y'all. Appreciate my pastor coming up and helping out. That's always fair. Give my pastor a hand clap. Am I over enough? Probably come on just a little bit, and that way just a little bit. There we go. Up a little bit, right about there. Come back just a tad, Pastor. There you go, Pastor. There you go. That's right. He ain't no contour drawer, but he doing all right, Pastor. You did all right, Pastor. Woo! I sure appreciate y'all. And what I'm gonna do, I'm also a part-time psychiatrist. That's another $200. How many of y'all got a problem? Now, Cassie, you're gonna be $400. Riley, you on that him? I gotta get 1,000. Anyway, time for us to get ready to go to work. Make sure we get this thing right. It's 2 to be among the living. One more time. Isn't that right? And then have a sane mind. My mind still stayed on, I want to be right when they get back in. That's everybody's mind. You look at the news, you keep seeing all these catastrophes. I see Japan getting ready to get hit. Terribly, too. They're getting slammed. I know that's the homeland right there. Get ready to get hit in there, right? And now they're Makisake. That thing start coming. I mean, typhoon. I'm just, some places, I just don't get stand now. Once you get a typhoon, and all, now you stay in Hawaii, what kind of weather y'all get over there? Hurricane? Real bad. They flood the island, stuff like that. Volcanoes, though. Not on y'all island when you say that. Yeah, I'm with you. I ain't staying nowhere up no volcano. They got volcanoes in Japan. I wouldn't stay around none of them. What happened? The typhoon. They get typhoons and hurricanes. They call it typhoon. I thought the typhoon when you got the water standing up coming no more. That's a little different than the wind. I think that's a little different. The typhoon and the hurricane a little different. I think the hurricane is more of the wind coming with the water. The typhoon is more of the water kind of coming up like a wall, just kind of dashing down in it. You ever been in one? Yeah. I couldn't do it. I'm a nigga. I can't do it. I got to go. I ain't good with all that water. How about y'all? I ain't good with that stuff. I don't know how y'all staying in Florida, let my hands off to you, hats off to you. I'm staying here, Joe. We get creeks. We want a little bit of stuff come up like below your shoe. I ain't nowhere where no water stand up high to me and no shark swimming through no city street. I can't do it. I don't know. Sam, you stay now? What part of Florida y'all?
Central Florida.
Y'all didn't really get water there, did it?
No, we only had like one bad hurricane.
One bad hurricane. Central. Dan, you from the Central too? Central is what part? What did it really? I know it's like middle center, but what area there? Orlando, yeah. That wasn't Dwayne there. That man don't know these time. My name.
No, we have hurricanes, but there wasn't any that was real bad.
Like really, with water really coming in, just tell. Yeah. You gotta be down like Homestead, on down. Jacksonville ain't really been hit before. I think they been hit like Jacksonville, kind of one of the little odd places. I don't think they really get hit. Ain't somebody here from Jacksonville? I know Chanel, yeah. But then, New York. What about New York? New York. Then you stay in Jacksonville. New York. I'm trying like he don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, got it fine, son. And he hold me, he man all the time. So ain't you from? Didn't you stay in Jacksonville? I remember that man called me and told me his name was J Dog. He like, yeah, you know, he called me Jax. So you didn't stay in Jacksonville? You called me, you was in Florida though, right? That's a 90 something area code, right? 9 what? That was a 9 something. So I remember 9 something. What Jacksonville area code? 904. 904. Cause you hear me, you say, you remember me, I'm 904. You remember me? That one you? Pensacola, y'all got them down there bad too? I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know. Mississippi don't get none of that duty right. Not where you were. It wasn't no ocean right now. Delta. For real? Y'all, and well, tornado. Everybody, all southern states get tornadoes. That more we get. And I learned how to do that. Stay out of trailer park. If a nigga stay out of trailer park, he should make it. Let me tell you what get you killed in Georgia. Trailer park and a bunch of pine trees. If you stay away from pine tree and trailer park, don't move nowhere near them. I'm telling you, them things draw lightning and they draw wind. I'm telling you, they janky. And I think Justin, did you say y'all stayed in one?
Yes, sir.
How did y'all ever have bad storms in there?
Oh, not too bad. I mean, it was in the city. It wasn't like the country.
Oh.
Like, the city trailer home.
Okay. Well, black people living in there? Wow. Yeah, he said, no, they were upper class. Yeah, I always take one. But anyway, all this stuff being destructed and tore up. Haiti, they trying to fight now to get rid of their president over there. The people, gas prices high, they starving them. See, anytime our people somewhere, they always find a reason to disrupt and destroy it and make us look bad. Typically, our people not fighting our people fighting an oppressive government that's on the outside. White people keep a hand on everything. Y'all notice now they got all of the countries that set up under King Elizabeth. Now all of them saying they withdrawing out. A lot of them saying they withdrawing out by 2025. Have y'all seen that? Oh, a lot of them saying they pulling. Everybody say they pulling. Jamaica claim they believe before. I don't know, Jamaica tell more lie than anything. They Mason Octave, they tell more lie than anything. Man, I kill you, all that stuff, man. Go home, so all that kill something. I ain't even kill nothing. Ain't that right? Y'all trying ain't gonna kill something. Just cook the food and shut up all that extra noise. Nigga, I'm in the line get hawk's tail. Always come on mad and upset. Man, what y'all niggas smile sometimes? Man, folk done desecrated, raped, and made a fool out of it. They under British rule. I mean, all these countries been raped by the British, and all these people sitting here celebrating this lady. This is sad. These folks use imperialism, they control your governments, they control your economy, everything. Why are you celebrating your oppressor? You know that white people don't never celebrate a nigga, I don't care what he make. Them jokers, you see them out there in the street celebrate Eli Whitney for the cotton gin. White folk don't celebrate you. We the only people celebrate our oppressor. President Day. Give me a president ever did something for us. Columbus Day. Columbus was a raper, a murderer. He done destroyed the Bahamas on there. All these countries, it's like for so many people of color, how is it that people haven't got conscience to realize, why are we celebrating? Why are these people on our money? I mean, you got their religion, you got their money, you got their oppressive government. Then most of the time they start, when you go to a Superior Court, you got to go to them. They got the last and final say. All these little islands, you go to them, oh, they're so beautiful, they're so beautiful. All of them pay tax. All their money, all their government is running through these white oppressors. And none of them got no brain to sit down and talk about it. I don't get it. It make much sense why I can't get why the slave will sit down there and come up with a consensus saying we need to kill the slave master to get out of him. It's more of us than them. Come on, look, we getting beat. How many times I'm going to watch you come out here and take my kid out of here and you leave? I just saw you take my neighbor kid. You took the other one kid last week. I got kid. How long before you come here? It's like, why won't you stop this? Why wouldn't Africa look at, there's no way you finna come on no wooden ship with no buckle shoe and no fluffy shirt and a musket gun and get out this boat and have enough energy to fight me. I've been eating the mango, the coconut water. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating escovitch fish. And I'm just gonna let you come and take my children, take my wife, take my son? Africa sold us out. I don't know why people don't believe. They sold us out. People don't know why Africa being destructed the way it is. Africa know their hand was in there. It's just being honest, tell you the truth. African hand was in the holder. There's no way in the world there's no way in the world you can get that many people without somebody helping. And you couldn't outrun us. You couldn't beat us with your hands. Even with their weapons. Listen, they had guns when they fought the Indians and they lost. They only won with the Indian because of the nigger. We could track better. You couldn't beat the Indian. The Indian could track you. He was smarter than he was. The man didn't have no clothes. All he had on was some toys and drawers. And a wooden necklace, and he beat you. No shoes and no saddle on his horse. And you couldn't whip him with a gun. You had to get us. We the real ground pounders. They don't tell the history. They show it. John Wayne killed all the Indians. Then Clint Eastwood killed the rest of them. They all got one white man who controlled all the Indians. And look at the nigga. We're being controlled by everybody. Everybody else is breaking away from these people. Everybody else is fighting for that identity. I was looking at something on Free Speech News. They were showing the Indian women. They were talking about how they were going to take back their stuff. This the women. They said, listen, some of them told them, they said, I'll die fighting them. They said, this our land. We were here. They said we were here thousands of years before they came. They said, we will die fighting them. They had white people in the audience clapping with them, agreeing. They said, we'll die fighting them. They said, we'll never give in to them. They want to keep their identity. The nigga, the only one that ain't got no identity. Everybody can call themselves our country. You the only person can't do it. You can lie and tell yourself you're an American. Is that the truth, though? Do you have all the rights and ritual that go with being under the suffix, under the title of American? You shouldn't use that title. You shouldn't use. See, when a white person say it, that rings everywhere in the world. They can go anywhere in the world. So, what are you doing? I'm an American. People look at back off this one. This can go bad. This can go bad. See, on white boy in Russia, they go get them. White folk trade people out for white people. They'll trade out to come get them. They give money. They cut deals. What are they ever giving for you? And they'll make it seem as though it's hate the country. It ain't hate the country. It's hate the wrong. Hate the injustice. Hate the fact that you sit around and you recite something, you being taught something that you have nothing to do with. You look at any history book in school, your pitch ain't even in there. All those are white characters. Those are stories about white people who came over and picked the sand up in their hand and said, here I come, here I stake my claim. I will build, me and my white wife with no titties and no behind and my little frail kids, and we will build a country and we will write a constitution and come back and have amendments out. It's just lies. And they'll teach it to you in school to make a fool out of you. Nobody teaches your history. Why you don't know anything about yourself? You can say what you want to. That's dangerous. You take a child and a child doesn't know anything about the father or the child doesn't know anything about the mother. It's going to affect them in their growth. Y'all agree with that? How many of y'all grew up without your father? How many of y'all grew up without even knowing your father? Did it have any effect on you? So you telling me I don't know my history, it ain't gonna have no effect on me. That's just an isolated incident. You guys growing up without your father, not knowing your father, have an effect on you. I don't know anything about my fathers. And you tell me it don't have an effect on me. See, all that was propaganda. And then it was propagated on you to make a fool out there, keep you from knowledge. Because if you knew your real history and knew the real plight of your father, then you'll continue to fight. You don't have a fight. You don't have a plan. You don't have any idea. Most of us, the most that we know is a father, a grandfather, maybe a great-grandfather, maybe. No, maybe no of them. But after that, your history is done. Because once you start, when I learned about my granddaddy, it's like my fight kicked in. It's like my fight kicked in. He wasn't taking no junk off of him. I said, well, that's my granddaddy, and I used to be taking no junk off of him either then. That's just being honest, I keep the same plight he had. He'd be proud of me today. You know, I'm not taking no junk off these people. They can forget it. Y'all got it? That's just being honest. People tell you they want. You've been passive with these people. We don't pray with these people. We don't love these people. And we don't raise their kids. And where does it gotten us? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So at that point, what can be worse than what we've been doing? Everybody keep trying to find a peaceful solution. It's easy for them to say when the violence not being inflicted against them. Hold on, let me see you for a second again, please, kind sir, if you don't mind. Let me see. What we're going to do, I will imitate the white man. You will be me, the nigga, okay? Who's being choked right now? Okay, what we need to do, you need to calm down, okay? Let's try to get a peaceful way to handle this situation. We need to, don't fight against, because now, terrorists, he anti against the government. And now he's a president, he's against the government. What you got against the country? What do you have against the country?
You killing me.
See that? Always complaining. They unfaithful. They always complain. Every time you run across one, they holler, America killing me. America doing it to me. I can't go, try to go on that way. I can't go nowhere because America. You know how tired of y'all black people always complaining? Either I'm killing you or I'm holding you back. You know what I'm saying? That's all you hear from them. You go ahead and sit down. See, they act like they can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They act like they can't do nothing. Oh, they can't do nothing unless you let me just do it. Otherwise, you go ahead and sit down. You make your own choice. But see, then when you try, to show them that all you've been trying to do the whole time is help them. All they do is complain and fault find. They don't never see the good in America and what it's trying to do for them. Now you go ahead and sit down. See, when I feel like I let them go. That's how they get us. So since it's saying it's so calm, who looked like the aggressor? Did I look aggressive? Didn't I look like I was? Did y'all not see me trying to talk to him? Who y'all seen look like they were trying to fight back and who wasn't gonna say? That's what I'm saying. These are the games they play with you. And now when you start fighting, it's all you do is just change the narrative. And anybody else white, they be saying, God, why don't you just quit resisting? If he stopped fighting, it'll be over with. Why he just can't stop? Why y'all people just can't stop and follow orders? That's how they beat you. See, they'll change it up on you every time. I'm for complete separation. I'm talking about for any government ruler, I'm against it. I'm not against government. I'm against the fact of a government that works an ill will against our people. I'm for let's trade, let's do business, but we can't do nothing over. And I'm with them. I don't want to be over them either. Let's do the same thing. You be over you, I'll be over me. That way we all be together. We'll be straight. We'll do business, we'll trade, we'll work. But I don't want to do no more where we have you the leader, you the decider, you the court, you the prosecutor, and you the defense attorney. I can't win. How am I win when you everything? You telling me the state, you tell me this the state. I don't see nobody here from the state, but there's one person who just moved him. And they tell they represent the state. I don't remember telling them to come and have no speed for me. Because if you ask me, what you tell me you're going to prosecute that person for, I say it ain't worth the time. Let them go. I caught this person here, and he had a crack bag. And the state want to prosecute and try to get him 15 years. Listen, he want to smoke crack. Let him smoke it. I ain't paying a dime for his health care. That's that being fact. I'm not going to pay a dime for it. Who need to pay for it is the person that invented the crack. They do like they did R.J. Runner. They went out there. They went out the gun. They going out the gun manufacturer for the bullets that get shot by somebody else. Well, why don't we go at the person that manufactured the crack? Let's go out to who grow the plant. See, the nigga can't think. They don't give him the thing. It's the drug dealer. Then you know what they said that day? When they're in the line at CVS picking up their prescription. When they're at Walgreens at public drive-through. The drugs on the street. Man, you know how many drugs sitting inside public? Walgreens, CVS, and Walmart. Ain't no nigga got that much money. Them folks ain't out. Them folks, listen, trucks coming in, they rolling it out. You ever seen the FBI? You ever seen DA and them come over that counter at them people? Man, I'm sure, and walking out, coming to consultate that. Pull over him. What you trying to do? Get that pelican in. Give me 30 minutes. Park that thing up. Park man 100. Look at you come in there, look at him. Bring you on up and get you on out of him. Sign it right here. Got another one. And I have to put it in and get paid. Nobody talk about these people. You think these people don't know the harmful effects of what they put over that counter? Come on. The doctors are flunkies. The doctor go with whoever pay them. Drug manufacturers pay doctors, physicians to subscribe it to you. Most doctors don't know what they're doing. All they do is look up and down, and they tell them, listen, the pharmaceutical company come and date them and tell them, so listen, we got this drug we putting out for every time you put this out. These people get trips, they get extravaganza, they get gifts, they get dinners. I'm talking about not just, sometimes, they'll come and give them stuff for the office. That's flunky food. Y'all got me? They send these folks on excursions. Listen, you making me money. Because when the doctor write it, that's how the insurance company gonna pass it. The insurance company can say, well, he said that's what they gotta have, that's what they gotta have. So we're gonna pay it. You pay your copay, I pay the rest of it. This drug might be $300. Y'all see what I'm saying? Everybody's working to destroy you. Everybody's killing you. And we have been conscious enough to realize, look, why y'all think it's so expensive to get natural health? It's to deter people away from it. People, man, ain't got no money. You don't know how much money you actually spending to get these people the authority to kill you. Because if you get conscious and you get well, then you'll start becoming a free thinker. Listen, a person sick can't they? You know they got to focus on their health. You know this going on, this happening. You know this going on. I just be honest with you. I got so much going on right now trying to get well. I can't. It's used to keep you from focusing on how you really being murdered every day. That's why we got to educate our kids, try to get our kids healthy, try to turn them away from a lot of stuff they gave. The childhood cancer we had, it's killing them. Later now, you might well let your baby you might well give your baby a bag of sugar. We were coming on, we were chewing now later, they'll take a cap out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But you can eat a couple of packs of now later a day. I hated them yellow ones, them bananas, them ugly. Now I'll be honest now, I ain't gonna lie, and the chocolate one. But if it was no other candy around, man, I please have one of them yellow and the chocolate. I was not one of them kids turn no. You was a kid, you don't turn no candy down. Any ones you hate. I hate them little ugly little triangular thing had the yellow tip, then it was white. What they call them? I never knew the name of it. I just knew it was disgusting. That's it, and it was disgusting. Elephant toes. Elephant peanut, elephant what them? Terrible. Licorice. Complete garbage. Stuff that shouldn't ever be given to a kid. That should be punishment candy. Tell that stuff, what's the other one? What's the other little chocolate thing was nasty too? Another little chocolate one nasty. Sugar daddies. That little thing, yeah, they really nasty. That was really way. How many of y'all like sugar daddy? You like sugar daddy? Sugar, is it sugar baby, sugar daddy? Sugar daddy is the stick.
Oh, okay. I like the baby. Okay, I like
I tell you that, I'm like Yahuah said, if I hate him, I hate the daddy. I hate the dad, I know I hate the kids. Some candy just a waste of time. Stuff like, you don't need Raisinets out if you at the movie. I wouldn't sell them nowhere unless you at the movie. Junior Mint, eat them at the movie. Ain't no movie, leave them where they at. A lot of that candy just to set up there and make a fool. And they had another tamale, hot tamale. Disgusting. Disgusting. Who put some? Now, I'm telling you something you could eat, again, if there's no other candy in the earth in there. Red Hots. Otherwise, don't eat them. All you're going to do is just burn your guts out. How many of you eat Red Hot? I used to eat Red Hot, and then my mama got a job. My mama got a job. We started getting real candy around the house. Like y'all ate Red Hot. Chris, you ate Red Hot? You don't eat Red Hot? I thought Red Hot, you eat Red Hot. You like them now? That's disgusting. We appreciate it. Well, we'll try to teach y'all how to eat candy. How many of y'all kids want to learn how to eat good candy? All right. I'm going to do that for you for $4.50. So you bring me a $10 bill, I'm going to start training you on how to do it for $4.50. Y'all got it? Now I want y'all to write down what's the difference, what's the change. Don't tell nobody, just write it down. Say that number for me. Y'all got it? If I told you it's going to be $4.50 and I told you to bring me a 10, say the answer for me. I'm going to check you later. Don't talk to nobody about it. How many of y'all already got the answer? That's tight. The rest of them still thinking. All right, we'll see. All right, we're going to get ready to move forward. Let's see what does say Mr. Yahuah. See if we can get some information out here, because we got to try to get ourselves to a better state, don't we? Because we're working on the man, ain't we? Then we got to work on the woman. All right, I'm giving another sound of Kato Sarah. All right. I tell everybody too, make sure y'all be careful with all the information out here. Period. It's a lot of bad information out here to make a fool out you. I know a lot of people don't realize, and I tell web seekers, everybody looking for this stuff, The thing to be mindful of when you look at this information is, just like you can get the truth from some of this stuff, you can also get a lot of fiction. And that's how they mess you up. That's how Alex Jones and Jesse Ventura and screwed their careers up. Messed up everything they had. They were giving out so much information, they started giving some disinformation. That's how these white folks will beat you. A lot of times people think they finding something. You ain't finding nothing. They're giving you what they want you to know, put you out here and make a fool out of you and mess your credibility up. And next thing you know, you're like a damn fool. I'm just telling you, you can't fool with everything these people come with. I don't get into everything everybody got. Some stuff trying to explain it, it'll just put you too far out there. Everything out here ain't got a trap to it. It's just you gotta learn. They set it up that way. They'll put a lot of traps and you put a lot of disinformation. And you put a lot of people out here and you start letting them catch on to the disinformation. So when they do get some real concrete information, now you're like a fool. You gotta be real careful and be selective about what you tell people. It's just being honest. Some stuff you gotta be selective. You can know some stuff and just best you keep to yourself. Like Yahuah, did he tell him everything he knew? He told him everything I heard of my father. He said, I made it known to you though. He did say that. Then he told me he had some other thing to tell him too. He said couldn't even bear it. So you had to be wise about it. I told you what you need to know. Because there's some other things he said, I tell you, you wouldn't be able to take it. It's best to just kind of set yourself to just kind of be mindful of things, stay focused on your salvation. Because a lot of this stuff is set out here to pull you away. I say a lot of stuff about a lot of things that happen because there are a lot of different entities that are working around us, but you got to stay cognizant of what you're doing because these people will pull you off. They'll get you off. A lot of things I talked to y'all about things that affect us today, why we're ineffective, why we're not progressing as a people, and why we're so far behind. It's because of a system. And all we have to actually do is just come together to a rational degree to say, listen, it's just time for us to break away and establish our own system. We can operate. I'm not against doing any business with them. I'm not against being friends with them. I'm not against I'm not against anybody marrying them. I would be a fool to tell you that. I believe that's free choice. I'm just against them being over us. We've done that game. We played that game too long. That hadn't been a good game. It hadn't worked out for us yet. As long as we've been here, some of the stuff we shouldn't have a conversation about. Like go back to Africa. As though I just got him 5 minutes ago. Like I just popped up out of nowhere. So, it's just things at some point you got to, let me tell you something. There's not one affected black group out here, including us. It's not. People don't ran to the they don't ran to the NOI. Niggas don't ran to NAACP. Niggas don't ran to Action News, Action Network, the Air Sharpton. People don't went to Rainbow, because all these groups keep selling you on, I'm the real change. I'm the real change. And none of these people ain't no real change. White people control every one of the organizations. They keep religion organization under control and under 501c3. They keep everybody. They got control and hands on everybody. Seen and unseen. Anybody tell you they don't, they're going to be telling you a lie. And the part that scares you is why isn't there enough of us, the so-called Negro leaders, hadn't come together. I tried to get together with some of these people, try to tell them, but a lot of them still pissed about things I've said about them in the past. And I've been willing to put things to the side for the betterment of our people. Because it ain't that serious to me, because I look at it's a bigger problem than you. You're only a problem because it's a system that allows you to do what you do. But if we can all agree and get consensus and get our people to break away, then we give people a chance to have free choice, free will. Right now you don't have free will. You think you have free will, you don't. You can go to work, you can buy, you can do what you're doing until they come to decide to shut you down, block your accounts or whatever they want to do, or charge you with something that they create at their own will, and then give you a title like enemy combatant, and you just lost your status of being an American citizen because now you get flown to Guantanamo Bay and you're being tried by a military tribunal, which means none of your right, ain't no amendment, you can't pull no fifth, none of that stuff don't work. So white people always have a way to disenfranchise you. So I just look at the fact that it doesn't make sense for us to continue to be on this system. Most of the entertainers are black. Come on, most of your better entertainers are black. Now, when it come down to Hollywood now, most of them going to be white. They're going to show. You'll get your Denzel. You know that Denzel has no comment about nothing. Denzel does not have a comment. I mean, he just, no comment. He'll bring up a whole nother subject, keep moving, because Denzel done learn how to stare at a white folk face, and he know those white folks can wreck him at any time. That's scary. But anybody white can say what they want on drugs, whatever they are, and everybody just be like, that Johnny Depp, everybody talk. Listen, I read a thing talking about, do y'all know a bunch of people don't even brush their teeth? Yeah. Listen, they had a list of the worst breaths in Hollywood. I just went through looking at them. They said Angelina Jolie's breath is just disgusting. They said for Christmas, Brad used to give her a necklace with mints on it to chew because her breath was so. They said everybody knows this. I think it was Hugh Jack. They said his breath so, man. They said stunk up a whole room. They still get X-Man, and you never see them folk frown up, showing you that white people will cover for each other. Johnny Depp, Britney Spears don't brush her teeth either. She said she don't like that smooth taste. She like the gritty stuff on her teeth. And they think this girl should have been in charge of herself. Her father, the abusive person over her, who was trying to keep her making a damn fool out of herself. But of course, that's how they do things. He know his daughter a lunatic. And all these people that love him and worship him and follow their ground on their knees and cry for him, these people complete idiots. Yet they had a freedom to say what they want, they can do what they want. There are no black entertainers, rappers, singers, actors that have a voice or can come here. Athletes, football, basketball, baseball, none of them have ever got their head together and say, let's come together and let's stop this. I refuse to play. Shut it down. They need that entertainment. Shut it down. You got an owner for the Phoenix Sun. You know what they're fighting for now? He need to be permanent. It's bad. PayPal had to come out. PayPal said if he don't step down after his suspension, PayPal said they pulling from him. They said we pulling. A white man saying it. If he don't, they saying listen. If he don't make him give up that team, if he don't give it up after his suspension of the year, PayPal said we done. We pulling. We don't want nothing to do with the Phoenix Sun. This what I got a problem with. Why these niggas still playing? Right. Why am I playing for a man? That thing, I should be racially insulted. What job? Who does this on a regular job? Is having money that important to people of color that respect doesn't count? We know what the word nigga mean, but your intent of what you meant when you said it. Your feelings, and I work for you. LeBron James came out and said something about it. As you know, they left him out there in the cold. LeBron said something a couple of times when things happened. When the kid got killed, they all look at all them niggas run back. Now I hadn't stood with everything LeBron said. I get that. LeBron said out the real, he said it. He said, I don't agree with what the NFL did, what the NBA did. He told them flat though. He said, I give people credit. He did. He said, I don't agree with it. Now you think all them players should have got together, they should have been on the phone saying, listen man, all of us, we done. We ain't playing. Let the white boys play. Because he's friend with other owners. This ain't the first time you think he used that with the other ones. It's time to change it. They should have been came together and said, listen, enough of us got enough money that we should be owning these teams. And we shouldn't be had to wait till we done got old and busted all up before we get one. They had Michael Jordan own the Bobcat. He probably like 2 or 3%. These folks don't be owning. It always a white man got big on. They like that Jay-Z own that team. That Russian man own more of that team than anybody. Man don't have nothing to do with no Jay-Z. He just let niggas get excited about it. Yeah, that's who own it. That man ain't gonna run around trying to push them on everybody, trying to make everybody. I own it. He look at it. I don't care who they think own it. I get the check. Y'all niggas run around. That's Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't got $1 billion. Long these folk rapping. Long these folk down here. Many artists that these people own, they ain't hit $1 billion yet. Now the owner of the team, go see if he a millionaire. That man billion over. All these folks, the money these white folks get, these numbers weren't even invented years ago. In the 20s, it was millionaire. You had $100 million. That was like $1 trillion. Yeah, right. These boys, listen, when they start letting athletes make 2 years, $46 million, that's when you should know money wasn't nothing. Because if I pay you, I own the team. If I could pay you $46 million for 2 years, you one single player. I got a bench, I got coaches, I got planes, I got arena. I got most stuff of what these folks got to be done. You're right, I'm just saying, all this stuff I got, and I give you $46 million in 2 years. What kind of money am I making, nigga? You think Jerry Jones gonna come out there with some joints on? He gonna come with a hat tuck. He gonna let them other dumb niggas stand down here with them rooted poop clothes on. Jerry Jones, and on the front of the page, them jokers wear suits. Them jokers like, man, ain't wearing that child play stuff, man. I tell you about that stuff. Man, let them crackers have that stuff. They don't waste no time with that stuff. None of them impressed with that. They're like, man, that's for poor people. Look at the people who typically wear it. That's not everybody. The average of our people that wear that stuff don't have a car, don't have real support, don't have a career. And we wear this junk, and these folks laugh at us. You think that white man, that man gonna spend $300, $400, $1,200 for some shoes you ain't never heard of.
Never heard of.
They're gonna be quality. They ain't finna put that junk. Michael Jordan don't even wear them. Now why am I wearing them? It's his shoe. How many times you saw a picture with Jordan with them shoes or other when he was on that court? That man wearing them Mary J. Blige boots. This ain't wearing that stuff. Other people who wear like athletes, they wear them. They give them to them. They're not paying for that junk. They man wear that junk, put that junk. I'm not putting that junk on my foot. They like, man, that's for them kids, man. That's for poor people. They say you dream. You'll wear them shoes, you'll never make it to the NBA. You'll never make it. I'm just telling you. See, a lot of people rape us. And they rape us by just not telling us the truth. They don't teach us. Listen, man, Shaq tried to help niggas out. What nigga did? Except, no, he told them, he said, my people can't afford these shoes. Shaq didn't get no credit for that now. Shaq definitely told y'all now. He said, they can't afford them shoes. And they made a fool out of him. He took it to pay less. Justin went and got some and tore him up in one game. Just said, don't wear them no more. But see, this is what they do. This is how they got him, though. See, this is what y'all don't realize. They made his shoes a little cheaper for taking them now. Yeah, think about it. I can't have you getting a top #1 athlete. He's one of the top 10 all-time players. And you can go get his shoes for $20-something. How am I say these 150s and 290s? 350. Jordan had one that was coming out with some gold shoestrings that are gonna be $1,000, $900. I think some people they were looking at folks gonna kill themselves, killing each other for them. Had some gold shoestring probably been coming on them. Them faded on off and went on out their way. But they make a fool out of it. Our people can afford $900 tennis shoes. But see, that's what I'm saying. Nobody taught us intelligent to try to get us to realize how to use our head. And our people, and now you push people like Shaq and other people like, I don't give a damn about you. I tried. You don't care. You'll rather throw your money away that you can't afford. You'll say these folks making a fool out of you. Shaq was another they couldn't control. They couldn't control Shaq when he was playing. They couldn't control Shaq. I remember when they first brought Kobe over there to the Lakers. They were interviewing him, and Shaq was standing behind him. And they interviewing. He was talking about being there and playing. They came on to Shaq. They said, "Excuse me, Shaquille." They said, "You got any advice you'd like to give Kobe?" He said, "Well," he said, "You got any advice you want to give him?" He said, "Yeah, don't talk to the media. Turn it back around." They were pissed. Oh, he told quick. He said, "Don't talk to the media. Turn it back around." Kept talking. No, they were saying that pissed me off. You know they find these black guys for not talking. They stay in trouble because they realize they're going to tie your words up and use them on you. They're not your friend. They'll look like they love you and think you don't have a relationship. Them people looking for a story. They need you to open up and be stupid and open up your heart and you run your mouth thinking they're your friend, and that's how they make their money. Because I'll get the story out. Everybody else will be second. I'm going to get the real story because you done thought I was your friend, ran your mouth, now I made a fool out of you. Y'all got it. Now this joke gonna win some editorial award and everything else because you done ran your mouth, then I twist your story around. You see them, that's why someone don't even talk to them. They train them like a monkey. They don't let you talk to them folks, they train you and teach you how to speak. They don't let you, none of them their own man. They don't let you do nothing. None of them can really stand and just say, this is me, this is what I'm doing. And stuff. White people can do it all the time. Look at that boy, the one played Iron Man, what's his name? Robin. How you done been caught in people's house sleep on dope? Breaking in people's house and they give you Iron Man. The Avengers. The man is a heroin. How many of y'all don't remember that? The man that broken people in the house, in the bed, sleep, on dope, done broken their house. Still a big #1 star. Give him a #1 role or Iron Man. Anytime you get them a superhero role, man, you know what you got to kiss and suck? Man, that's a household. You get Batman. Don't y'all know what that means for these white people? You always got that. Them white boy, Superman, ended up, man, them childhood heroes. They give you them roles. No, ain't no nigga never got them. The thing why a nigga can't be in that iron suit? They had the black one on there. Was it with that fat nose? What's his name? Iron Patriot. That nigga fell so bad. Look how they did. He was clumsy. Y'all say they put Don Cheadle, he was just the clumsy. He just suit up and tear up. Man, I don't care about that nigga, man. Got the way. Sorry, nigga. They rather have a nigga with a suit on. And I with a pair of jogging pants on and have that nigga doing something. That's how they do you, though. Our people, it scares me. My people really bother me. The fact that it doesn't bother them the way you treat it. It bothers me that people that got money thinking, you got something. That's a white man pitch on that money. And when he get ready, he come to get his money. Even Yahuah told you, who inscription is on it? Why he said that's yours, you work for it? He let them know. Why you think that man face is on that money? Because it's his. You ain't gonna believe what you got in your wallet. ID. Who's on that ID?
Me.
Why?
That's mine. That's not yours.
Uh-oh, cause I got some more government conspiracy. He said, ain't yours. He said, ain't yours, your picture on. They ain't your picture. Saying his ID, it belonged to the government though.
Yeah, you did the application.
You filed an application, it belonged to him. Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's his wallet. See, the whole principle try to get to understand. This is how they get you. They give you a lot of information, then they give you a lot of misinformation. Because a lot of times, you white people, and you be careful. What happened with a lot of people, you won't ever find nobody that'll have that information, what he just said. That's not yours, you filed the application. You're property of the government, all that kind of, just whatever the stuff that people say. You'll never find any of them people that talk like they got no money. They keep them, you won't find them. Nobody with money talk like that. I'm just being honest. Listen, I'm telling you, okay, find me one. They don't have them conversations. Because they know what happened, them broke conversations. You shoot stuff out your mouth that'll get you out of here. They don't have no conversation. Donald Trump pissy here with them people. You think he gonna have that conversation? Them folks don't have them conversation. Bill Gates, none of them. Elon Musk, they suing him for, they coming at him, Twitter want to sue him. These folks try to sue him. Government, you think he can't come out and tell y'all some stuff? Y'all don't think he can tell us some stuff that none of us know? Y'all don't think them folks, you think they got all that money and they don't know nothing? You know what they ain't finna do? They're not finna have that conversation. Because they know that conversation gonna land you at. These folks gonna make you like a damn fool. Look at Eddie Jones. He on that big and out trying to sell vitamin. I watched him more. He said he need $1 million for the show. God, I look and I said, you in trouble. You better bring that extended play call. $1 million, it's hard to come on. He trying to sell some vitamin. Come on, people. He gonna tell you, I don't want to keep doing up this show asking for money. That man trying to sell $1 million worth of vitamin before his show went off. He trying to sell it, book, everything he got, he's trying to get rid of it. But that's where people at, and that's where those folks are laying you at. When you start doing certain things, you start saying certain things, these people move you out the way. And this is what I look at. Instead of criticizing them about how that works, let's just go with what's factual, how we being treated. See, that's not fictional, that's factual. That's facts, how we treated, how the system has never worked toward us or favored us. Get people in them. You start sending people off on all these information searching, look this up and watch this word break down like this, and this a cold word. People's mind don't think like that. I'm telling you, it's certain stuff it's certain stuff you know you just don't even tell people. I've never found any of them people that with that information, honestly. I never found none of them have no money. They always broke. Yeah. They spend more time on the internet food. I'm telling you, watch me when I tell you this. All y'all gotta do is name me one of them. You'll just prove me wrong right now. How many y'all here do this? How many y'all know about looking up their different information? Come on, I want to see y'all be honest. How many y'all know about it? Come on, you know about it, don't you? Raise your hand. You know what I'm doing. Now y'all got an opportunity to do something to stop my mouth. Name me one person y'all know that know all that information got money.
Bro.
All of them broke. They don't let them fuck. They ain't got nothing. They don't have nothing. Let me tell you what these folks do. Listen, the internet is set to lead you. There's nothing the internet can do that they don't let it. Okay, there's nothing. I can't go on no internet and type something and secret document files pop up from the Pentagon. It don't happen. All this information y'all get on here is placed on him by people. Y'all got what I'm saying? These folks don't play that stuff. Listen, rogue CIA agent, rogue MIA agent. When I'm saying rogue, because they break off and write a book. I don't listen to that stuff. No, people don't play that, man. You see what Pooh did when one left him? He was in England, sitting at the park. And he wrote a book, didn't he? Oh, he dead. They killed him right there while he, listen, they didn't take, Pooh, listen, poison right down the blue. You know too much. They don't let people, don't believe these people that come out these books. These folk janitors. Okay, these folk fry cookers. Them folk don't play no business. They don't play that stuff, man. Listen, just keep living long enough. Y'all don't realize, because other people ought to come out with them. People don't play that. They know what the folk do to them. You don't have no conversation. It's stuff you see. I ain't seen nothing. Why you think they call the other agent the Secret Service? You know what? You can look up books where they done wrote too. You know what I'm talking about? We don't do it. You can drag us in court wherever you want to go. Them folks done seen it all. You don't have no conversation about that. You won't get it from them. They don't have them folks. No. When them people get through wrecking your life, them folks take you for everything you got. They had people done try it. Them folks break them folks up real quick. They know how to do all that. Some of the stuff that people y'all waste time with, just deal with the fact there are a lot of entities working. Like the book, listen, even in the 6th chapter book of Ephesians, it told you, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. See, we wrestle with principality, and we wrestle with stuff that's a whole lot higher. When you start dealing talking about the government is one section, but there's another role element that's working above them. See, any people you see ain't the people. That's the problem people don't got. When they got Carlos Escobar, responsible for 70% of the drug, I watched the thing on him. There was actually another guy who actually controlled it. He made Carlos Escobar the face of what he was doing, or the Medellin. He was not the face of it. He was just a face. He was not the main ruler of it. That man kept living, and they kept his name, they kept him put up. That show you what you need to know. These people smart. There was a man that controlled him, that was over him. But that's the face you need to see. That's how these people work. Just like when you see the 5 family of the mafia, they answer back to Italy. You see where they go to Italy and go lock all them up. They get them jokers right here. Them guys all pay homage back to the old country. There are people that sit over them. Those are the faces that you see. That's how they get you every time. Everything you see, like Lil Wayne that time, he first popped the Oliver. Man, you might know kid how years ago. Man, Lil Wayne rich. Man, Lil Wayne got $3-4 million. They find he rent jewelry, couldn't afford a car. That was an image. You paid for it, you went for it, you fell for it. He had to take a break so he can get out the contract, but that's how they make you look. TLC, they like, don't go chasing waterfall. Ain't that right? Didn't take the, only one I told, Left Eye told about it. Rest of them tried to talk, and where she at? Dead. She told him flat. She said, let's do the math. Everybody talking about what we made, she broke down. She said, when they came back and gave her a wardrobe, when they got off for shooting them on video, when they got through with travel, she said we had $36,000 to break down between 3 people. She said everybody ran her down. Y'all ain't buy y'all mom and them no house. She said do the math, $36,000 to divide between 3 people. She said yes, we made it. Pebbles ripped us off. How they get you? Everybody, I don't know why these folks think these folks got. These niggas make these faces, but they make it look good for you. American Idol too. I like one of y'all niggas go get on there too and make it. You get $1 million, none of your money. That's all used in what they spent on you. You can't open your mouth, you can't sing, and you can't appear on nothing. They get paid for it. Kelly Brad, by the time she came out the South, what, she was the first winner? Kelly Braxton, she was the first one? What a Braxton, Clayton, I don't know nothing. I ain't got nobody's phone number. They let her go on a TV show, and they asked like she was going to sing, and they were like, some kept interrupting, she couldn't sing. Couldn't even open her mouth on that show. And he got paid. Clyde got paid for that. That's what they get you. Them folk run there, they realize. All the people got smart when you start getting, what that girl, Jennifer Hudson. By the time then, some of them got a little smarter. The best thing they're going to do is you want to be number 2, number 3. You don't want to win number 1. That way you can win and make your money when you walk off. Number 1 ain't going to never make no money. Look at Rudy Studdeman. He ate that angel. Where he at now? Number 1 is the word. Fantasia wasn't number 1 either, was she? She was number 1. She can't read. She can't read. She ain't got no Floyd Mayweather money. They ain't got nothing. She fought to get out of it. How they doing? Yeah, they gonna rip you every time. Them folk don't go. They don't let you go but so far. Ain't that right? They folk wreck your life, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't pay these people now. And then if you black, you do make it. They gonna make you pay. Your family gonna pay you to sell your soul and your butthole. It's just the truth. A lot of these folk want to be famous. You don't want that stuff. You can't be nobody in Hollywood unless you can go both ways. Don't believe that. Go ahead and believe all them niggas now. Oh, my boy, my nigga hard. Your nigga ain't hard. Your nigga got a saw booty. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Don't believe these folks. You man, let me tell you something. You think you finna be in here acting, and all are gay, and you finna be in here, you finna be straight. You against homosexual faggots. Get one of them jokers. Put your mic in front of them nigga face. Say, what you think about the homosexual? Them jokers walking off. They ain't got nothing. They been out. They ain't finna open. They ain't got one of them finna open their mouth. Game, all that stuff. I watched the interview. They interviewed that joke about that. He was talking about that joke. They edited the game, but he said, They said, homie, man, I ain't got nothing again, you know what I'm saying? Homie, he said, I'm just saying that what you is, you know what I'm saying? You know, let people know, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know. He wouldn't say like, supposed to be straight, gangster kid. Say, man, I don't go along with no homosexual. He gonna say nothing. No. You know, everybody in that circle gay. Everybody in that circle gay. They know what the deal is. All these guys know what the deal is. He got to know, keep your mouth shut. Everybody know the whole gang, keep your mouth shut. Because the average person want to make money. Nobody want to be broke. And everybody thinking the only way to make money. It like Chris Rock said at the time. I know what I do to make my money and how I pay. He said, all my white neighbors, he said, none of these people entertainers. Which means they keeping their dignity and their respect. Every time you see a nigga make money, what he is? Shoot a ball. Come on, throw something. They'll never show us now the nigga doing well for himself and he don't dribble, he don't throw, he don't bat, he don't kick, and he don't swing. The nigga is an entrepreneur. He got a mind. Every time they show one, it's one of them because they know that sells the nigga quicker. I got to stay here all night and shoot and keep dribbling. I got to hang upside down like Mike did. All these think about, everybody keep trying to mimic these people, what they saying they did to get to where they'll never try to mimic nobody who do business. Work hard, I did this. This is what I put together. I sacrificed it. Man, I'm just keep shooting that ball. You know the chances of you making it, even if you good. Because sometimes good people don't get picked. They look for personalities. What's that boy? I forgot the boy's name. I don't know if I remember the name, but they had a boy that came to the Lakers and they let him practice, and they say he put that thing on Kobe. They say he practiced on them. They say he put that thing on Kobe. You know he wound up. That's right. They cut him. Said Kobe didn't like him. Them folk looking at images, man. It's a lot of folk don't make it. You think you want something good, don't make it. It ain't about being good. It's about what the people want to do and who they can use. You would think if you put it on Kobe, why wouldn't I pick you? Them folk do it too. When them folk I remember Barry Foster got cut. Ran his mouth, showed out for Pittsburgh. Put some yards up on Emmett and over Barry Sanders. And that joker went and got traded. That joker didn't come to practice. Joker told him, he said, the people come to see me. Ended his career. No trade, didn't nobody pick him up. Listen, ended the career, done. Them folk don't play that, man. They look at certain people, they can't afford to let you do that. These people ruin your life, they get you out of him. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, there's certain stuff you do, you got to be real careful about what you get yourself into. I'm trying to tell you how to do stuff and you can make money. That broke stuff don't get you, I'm telling you what hard. Go out here home, go watch a homeless man here. I got the truth. I'm telling you about the truth. The government. Who's stopping their car radio to listen to a homeless man? Nobody. My stop folks, they come, hey, look, get back. Don't even come over here. Get back. Ain't getting you no money. Joker look like, no, ain't getting you no money. Get away from him. You gonna let a homeless man be trying to preach me, trying to give us information? Your information got you homeless. Yes. What you think why am I listening to it? I got a computer. You're a homeless. You're on the street saying I work for food, and you tell me you know something? I don't want to know it. Yeah. Or not that you got two of them signs. Coming to be right here with you. So the system is predicated on taking our people down. That's why you got to be smart. What you entertain. People send me information all the time. I don't recite everything I hear. It ain't profitable. I'll help y'all out with stuff. It ain't profitable. Watch it. I'm telling you something. You can make money and you can move and you can live and you ain't got to compromise everything you got. It's just certain stuff. I'm just telling y'all the secret. Y'all got me? Everything you know can't come out your mouth. Now, what hurt a lot of our people? Okay, y'all ain't got to believe me. Everything you know can't come out your mouth. Some stuff you got to just leave that alone. I'm just telling you. Listen, I ain't stupid. I know it might look like folks, oh, preacher dumb, preacher stupid. I assure you, I'm far from it. I'm a businessman. I ain't stupid. Everything you know can't come out your mouth. It don't matter what it is, let it come out my mouth. And I know where you're going to be staying at too. These people got a system out here. You can move and you can tread and you can do it. That man said, I can make where you can tread among serpents. He said, going to start on, you know how to move, navigate over these snakes. Not to do I do the now him. Go up, pop, pop. Some of them other snakes going to kick up and bite you. Better watch the head you step on now. One of them will bite you. Look at the snake. Ain't got no arms. Isn't that right? I ain't got no track shoes on either. You don't see him lift no weight. That joker grab you, snatch you, and bite you every time. That joker, he catch the fastest of them too. Cause he look, just creep up on a nigga, just chill. Easy on be chilling. So look around, they might say, I don't know, you say that. Easy on. They keep on moving. Wow, and got him every time. Gotta know how to tread and how to keep moving. You can't go in a bucket of snake and just start kicking. And that's what a lot of our people do, and you'll wind up putting yourself in a bad situation. That's the system. I'm telling you something. Live a little while, y'all understand. You can't fight every fight. I tried it. Just bring them all on, fight them. You don't realize you don't get tired. You can't fight everybody. You gotta learn how to fight. Y'all got it? And the biggest fight you gotta be ready for it, to fight for your life and your salvation. A lot of this other stuff, knowing it, what does it help you do? What does it help you do? If I go find a picture of Joe Biden butt naked with some kid and post it on the internet and put out here, how long y'all think I'm gonna be here? That gonna stop people from voting for him? They'll cover that stuff and brush that stuff, and he gonna still be president. Now what they gonna come up with is the dead bodies I got in my basement. And the system gonna keep running. And you're gonna be out to play. That's what happened to a lot of folks down here. You gotta start learning how to stay in play. I'm trying to tell you, some stuff will put you out to play. Some stuff you gotta look at. People don't want the truth. I don't know what people thinking. They don't want the truth. People want what make them feel good. That's all people want. Man, I got all the information. I look at this. What can you do with it? I mean, I got it. Dispense it. And what you do with it? You ain't gonna change nothing. These people doing what they want to do. I'm trying to reach some soul, reach some people on what's practical. Let's deal with what's really affecting you. And we can move people from that, then what they do their system is gonna be theirs anyway. Yahuah didn't come on trying to spoil everything in their system. He just tried to show them how you just need to break away and what he came to do. He focused more on sin than anything. That guy, he didn't know nothing about it. Probably because they had the internet. Y'all think Yahuah didn't know nothing about the system? He didn't know nothing about Caesar. And what did he tell them about him? Better learn how to fight. What battle's gonna be practical for you? What makes sense? He ain't wait time a lot of that stuff. He knew all you can do is get a whole nother hernia started up. It's good enough to get these folks focused on what they need to do. Make sure you get yourself saved. I can't get people to agree on why we can't break and establish ourselves as a people. I know I can't get that done. Anything you tell them about the system, about white people and what white people doing, whether child pornography, child sex trafficking, whatever, what is it going to change with these people? What, everybody going to start getting their kids and keeping them? They going to keep doing the same thing. He told you as it was in the day of Noah. He said, that's how it's going to be in the coming of the Middle East. Guess what they were doing? Hey, it finna flood. Everybody finna drown and die. Man, I'm hungry. I probably be getting married tomorrow. Ain't that right? Man, I need something to drink. Hey, did y'all hear me? It finna flood. It finna kill everybody. Yeah, I'm getting married tomorrow too. He like, oh, y'all sick? And I'm hungry. And I need something to drink. It affected nobody. How many people made that art? What that show you what people mind at? What are you trying to tell them? You're not going to change. There's only a few people that you're going to reach. Even if they mess up. Unfortunately, I cannot trigger enough people to think, to want to break away, to try to care about their soul. Because they're just too caught up in other stuff they're doing. The internet, the web, it's called the web. Spidey used the web. That's how he caught people. That's how he moved around through the web. How you think these people get in your home, get in your mind? How did Spider-Man get around? Running? Drove a car. He had a Spidey car. Spidey motorcycle. They said, man, he caught me with the web. What y'all think they do on the internet? They catch you with the web. They load you up with so much information. Because anytime you keep taking information in, okay. Who do computer? IT. So what happened when my computer start getting overloaded with information? I can't hear you. Can you speak up louder? That sound right to you then? I can go an external hard drive. No, you ain't, nigga. Eventually you get too much information, you got to let stuff go. And that's what they do. So I keep compiling so much information. You don't wind up letting something go. And you know what he told us? You ain't going to believe it. He said, no man can't serve two masters. He said he going to have to hold the one and that's tight. I ain't going to be able to hold Yahuah and the internet. Not everything on there. I can't do it. It ain't possible. The man told me I can't do it, Daniel. What am I trying to do it for? He said, you're going to have to let go one. He said, I can't. He said, you're going to have to. He said, I'm going to have to love one and hate the other one. He said, I'm going to have to. He said, he's going to have to let one go and he's going to hold the one. You got to, listen, you got to set a balance. Y'all understand? What the man was talking about weights? Even with health, you know what this is all about? Balance. Walking the tightrope, what is it about? I got too much weight on this side. Do this, and I'm going to walk like this on it. It's going to pull me. I'm about to let this go. I'm about to get myself straight because I can't keep, and this is what you're doing. You tread a line you can't possibly hold. Y'all got to learn how, you got to kind of learn how to get in and get out. That's just been the system. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all hadn't, and you should be grateful that you don't have street experience with stuff. Because a lot of y'all grew up in the home, went to college, went to the military, some of y'all, and that's your life. And I'm in no way criticized, so please don't think I am. I would have a hard had that been my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have liked to have not had some experience I had. Unfortunately, I had some experiences. I dealt with some stuff and some things and went through some things, doing some stuff that I seen a lot of things. And I realized a lot of stuff, you got to learn what to do and what you got to let go. I've been in situations where situations are critical. Decisions are very critical. I'm talking about your life and death from a decision that you make and people with you make. And you got to learn quick. Listen, detrimental could change your whole life. I see a whole life unravel in a matter of seconds, minutes, hours, based off of other people's decisions I was with. I'm talking stuff you can't get back. So you got to be real careful about what you, and because some of you think it's kind of free will to keep doing stuff. You can't keep fooling around. This system ain't designed like that. This system, listen, these people broke away from one of the most ruling powers ever been on the planet, England. These kids, listen, you think these people just walk, it's a story of, you know what, Dad, I don't like this. You know, I want to go have freedom of religion and freedom of speech. And I want to be able to have a constitution. Let's just build a ship and go to this unnamed land that's called America when we get here. And build and go. This stuff calculated. This stuff calculated. Ain't from the place of where they sit. What other foreign entity close enough to us to hurt us? We near everybody else. Ain't nobody near us. Okay. Ain't nobody. We near everybody. We near everybody. And listen, and we ain't gonna let you set up nowhere near us either. Do you understand how calculated these crackers are? These people from military, do you understand what kind of, I got bases sitting in places I beat. Germany is a nuclear power, is a superpower. I got a base there. They ain't getting none out of the ground before I can take them out. Listen, only place you got that you can get nails to do anything to is going to be Cuba. 90 miles from Miami. You ain't going to believe it. I got a base there too. When you set yours up, it's going to be right here. I'm on the ground already. I done calculated and picked every spot. I got Alaska. I got it from Russia. I can hit you from Alaska. I got a treaty with Turkey. I can hit you from Turkey. I'm locked around you. I can hit you from Germany. I got to deal with Italy. Do y'all understand? Italy was a superpower. All these people, I got bases here, military. I got naval ships sitting out here on you. Do you really want to turn on me? I got Japan. I got South Korea. I hit you from too many places. I make deals with people you done cut away from. I calculate the setup on everybody. That's how dangerous they are. You don't want to do it. And these people think they go on the internet, you done got something. Stop it. Stop it. These people always thinking. They calculate on everybody. And all them people got to sit around and look at something. Ain't nobody got nothing. Why ain't no base here? Won't we swap out and let a German base be over here too? How is it me you have some can? Dad, you got some can, I got some can. I'm just going to eat all your can? You don't want none of my can. how do these people make this deal there and nobody asked me for none of my candy? It'll never be a deal made you'll put a military base over him. Oh, they done told, you know, they've been talking. Oh, that's the way up talk. Oh, you know, they finna, they looking at the UN, you know, they finna set up, China and them supposed to come over here and run. I heard some, this the internet. This when you're just really stupid. These people ain't letting nobody come and set nothing up here. Ain't no military come here to pick up no niggas and take them nowhere. These crackers not only will blow you up, they'll kill themselves. The Islamic people ain't got the guts. They ain't got the guts to do what these white people do. They relentless. These white folks will fight you forever. That's the only thing where everybody get tired, quit, whatever. They'll never stop. They will never stop. Listen, they got chased out of Afghanistan, didn't they? Yes, sir. And they found out one of Al Qaeda leaders was sitting out there he was on the 4th floor on that patio. Blowed him straight up in daytime, hit the city, and said no civilian were hit. They said, we told them we left, no Al Qaeda there. Just to let them know, please don't mistake us. We'll still strike you from here. You can't do nothing with them. Listen, and business of you, and you know they over here bombing right now. Y'all ain't seen the bomb, they've been leaving bombs on. See, all that crazy stuff these folks play, these folks know, these crackheads don't never stop. Y'all better learn what to look up on the internet, what to leave alone, what to, anybody, listen, you know, why all their enemies ain't never got together and try to get together and do that? It ain't gonna work. We're gonna starve you and your people out. People you think with you, we're gonna force them away from you. Listen, Turkey, y'all don't remember that Russia was not letting grain leave out of Ukraine. How many of y'all remember that? Everybody begged them to get that wheat out of there, didn't it? Yeah. You know who got it done? Turkey and Iran. Iran, who want to kill and blow up the whole world, Christian and Israel. Once the U.S. get through putting that pressure on you, man, they put the pressure right back on them. Listen, man, you're going to let that grain out of them. These crackers got the pressure on us. They pressure you hard, man. Listen, it took 2 countries to talk to Russia, and the grain been rolling. Y'all, how many of y'all didn't know that? Don't let me lie to you. Please look this up behind me. 2 Muslim countries cared about crackers eating. They called the major cracker, put the pressure on them. They put the squeeze on them. Iran jumped in. When Iran care about anybody? When Iran care about white folks? Iran and Turkey put the pressure on Russia, let them know that grain got to come out of them. It got to come out of them. That's the kind of pressure white folk put on you. Because white folk let them know, we're going to starve you out if they don't do it. I'm going to shut you down. Ain't nothing leaving now. Ain't nothing coming in. Listen, they'll come and shut your ports down. We'll put so many ships out here and blockade you and you can't get no goods in. You're like, listen, they taking from me. I'm going to have to do something to you. Russia need them. Turkey is the #1 tourist place for Russia. Did y'all know that? That's the #1. Y'all don't know nothing all of them. That's the #1 tourist place from them. Turkey buy most of their tomatoes. So these folk got a deal. So they start looking at, listen, they put some more pressure on me. I can't let them planes in. On top of that, how about I can't take them. Because I got to look at all these other countries putting all these entities against me. They're going to shut me down on so many other ends. Now, I can go military, but let's remember, we're in the height of COVID. That's already screwed up my economy. Now, they shut me down on trade, and all I'm getting is tomatoes and some piss-smelling Russians over here. It ain't a good business deal. My own people kill me. Let Iran them know that all you smuggle, you get out of there. I already know about it. I let it pass. I won't let a ship leave. If you put a paper boat in the water, I'm going to blow it up. Don't nobody lead that with, listen, don't nobody lead that with nothing. Don't believe y'all. All that, country smuggling, nobody's smuggling there. America, let them do it. You can't do nothing. Like Yahuah said, without me, you can do nothing. They control everything. When y'all talking about these niggas watch the internet, start all that food, they don't know nothing about these white folk. They think they do. These only white folk, they calculate on every end. Everybody do a big hoopla, show you they military, show you that. The United States will never do it. They know it's stupid. They know their enemies always watching. Everybody who don't pull their military did that stuff out that day, they busted every one of them. Every one of them. North Korea, all of them show that junk, run across that military, all those jokers stand, chop them ship. You ain't got all the video. They say, you see that right there with that bomb on the day? That's not a bomb. You know how they know they? Watch the tires. They too inflated. Say, that's another one you'll mess up. I know you ain't got it now. I know you ain't got it. Donald Trump told him, we gonna do, y'all don't remember Donald Trump gonna do it 4th of July. Am I making this up? He said, we're gonna bring out our military stuff. We're gonna have the biggest parade. We're gonna show them. You never seen it because they let them know it'll never happen. These bastards will never see what we got. They're never gonna get video or nothing. When they see what we got, they'll be getting hit with it. So all that internet searching, listen, they ain't never found nothing. Not one of them on their planet. They ain't found nothing. Ada Jones ain't found nothing. Kosh ain't found nothing. I ain't found nothing. Eric ain't found nothing. Ain't nobody found nothing but what they want you to find. These crackers here got it mapped down for everybody. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody fool you. Everybody else ran Google out. Because they said Google exposed my information. You know America got rid of Google too, didn't it? Because Google ain't got none of what they give them. We put Google everywhere else and rape you out everything you got. China chased them out and went and got Bing. Still, guess what? You still got to ease and let it in. Because they got other people that are not Chinamen. They have working and other things, have business, and they need the access. Nobody control them. America let in what they want and they control it all. When they brought TikTok here, Donald Trump told them about TikTok, didn't he? He said, no, don't let TikTok. Then he did tell me one way they can come in. He said if America can buy it. He said get some ownership in it, you can get it him. See, y'all don't know nothing about these folks. I just listen, y'all. These conspiracy people, this what I be wanting to say right here. Show me what you got in your pocket, your bank account. That stuff don't impress me. Because people with money don't waste their time with it. Nobody waste their time with that stuff. I just had that little talk with y'all. There's a lot of information out here. I would never have a conversation with you because it's a broke conversation. Right. Them crackers got the money. They don't even talk about it. They got the money. They realize you don't want to play with these people. If you really knew what you thought you knew, you'll be dead. Any one of these guys tell you they know something. Any one of them, pay attention. If any of them tell you they know something, they're a liar. Because if they knew it, they'll be dead. Trying to tell these folks, they don't play that stuff, man. They put that information out there. They kill people. They'll kill you. You don't play with these people. These people have no idea. I know something. You don't know. Where you got? Oh, the internet. You don't know nothing. I just want to give y'all a little breakdown. All right, let's get ready to go to work. Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatah before.
What was it written for?
Nikatah for our allotment.
That's why I don't get caught up in the internet. I'm trying to learn something. A lot of other stuff will block information you're trying to get. I ain't saying ain't nothing out there, but I'm just being with you. If you don't get this right with your soul salvation, what they gonna profit you anyway? What you gonna do with it? In the mosh pot, come back here. If people knew information about Elohim like they knew about this stuff out here, I guarantee you it'd be a whole lot more advanced. This your soul right here. These people coming up, these crackers ain't worried about going nowhere. This is how you beat all these other people out here. Everybody else has a fear of dying and going to hell. I know we call it Sheol. That's how you beat them. When these white folk done told they worry about going to hell when they die. You can't beat a person that don't believe in nothing. Your whole problem is you believe in something. Even I believe in something. I can't win. There's too many other things they know I hold to something. That's going to be the #1 killer of you. You worry about your family. You're trying to advance. You're trying to have something. You want your kids to grow up and your grandkids. You know what he said? I don't give a damn about none of them. You can't beat a man like that. Even Islam, they're trying to fight for Muhammad's title, for Muhammad's religion, and for what Muhammad stood for. They're trying to go to heaven and be with certain the virgin. They say, I'll blow the heavens up. You can't do nothing with people like that. They ain't scared of nothing. They don't love nothing. They don't care about the stuff they love about stuff you don't even think about. These people are destroying a whole world over argument. They don't care. They relent. They know people dying. They know the economy's hurting. They know, all the catastrophe they causing. They don't care. You love something, you lost. You can't love nothing. I taught the Epicurean. What was it supposed to be?
Stoics.
And the Stoic. People with no feeling. Yep. The Greeks taught them that. Whole family just died. They train their soldiers not to care. You can't beat nobody like that. You can't beat them. You love something. What you do? You love to hang out. You love to eat. You love to drive. You love to do stuff. You're not afraid of that. Start no emotion. One way or the other. And you wonder, why do you white people? They've been training this way and training their soldiers for years. This is thousands of years they have trained their people to think and act like that. They teach when it rain, it don't rain on them. It rain on it, it don't rain in the army, do it. It can rain on them, it don't rain in them. Water steady dripping, it raining, not in the army. You program the mind. That's all. The whole thing's a program. So that's why you can't get involved with a lot of the net search, a lot of this stuff. This stuff I'm doing but trip our people up, and our people stay broke. We stay broke, we stay behind, and we stay at a loss. Now I'm trying to help you win. For what things soever were written
Before Nikatah for our Lamed,
to teach us,
that we through endurance
and
Nakum of the Ketubim
might do what?
Tikva.
And see, the internet ain't in there. I wasn't supposed to get no Nakum from the internet. See, all those things can be used in a way where it can be resourceful. It can help you do some things, but you got to learn how to go in and use it, get what you need, and move away from it. The problem with y'all get in there and hang. Like a truck stop. I had to go to the truck stop. I had to get my gas. I know when no truck stop, went, laid down and eat, and went hang out and go to no machine. I watch them guys that might be in my truck. I got to go. I can't get my field to go. You that bad to get out. I'm not in here to set no machine, gamble, play. I ain't got time. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I got to go. That's right. It can be irresourceful. Listen, workplace, how to drive, listen, waste the most time. Just sitting around talking, trying to, I don't have the time to keep moving. The internet, you got to learn how to get what you need and get out. A lot of people go in here and spend the night. Days researching, going nowhere. So this is what I'm looking at. And because he used the Ketubim is giving me my comfort. That's how I get my resolve. Y'all got it? Let's look at something since we're talking. Let me say some talking. Something come to my mind. Yahuah. Sitting at the 25th verse. Yahuah, they call it Jeremiah. Listen.
The debar that came to Yahuah concerning all the arm of Yehuda in the fourth Shana of Jehoiakim, the ben of Josiah, Malak of Yehuda.
So he was giving us a timeline. So we can go back and look at when this happened during the 4th year, the Shana. And then let us know who he was. We can go back and we can kind of see his Tuledah. Come on.
That was the first Shana of Nebuchadnezzar.
Hold on, they haven't moved up yet. Verse 2. Go ahead.
Still at verse 1?
Oh, we still at verse 1?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, this side is long. I'm looking at the Greek. Go ahead.
That was the first Shana of Nebuchadnezzar, Malak of Babylon. The which Jeremiah the Nabah spake unto all the arm of Yehuda and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th Shana of Josiah, the ben of Ammon, Malak of Yehuda, even unto this Yom, that is the 23rd Shana, the debar of Yahuah hath come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not Shama.
Y'all see what he did? Rising early. What we knew about that? Uh-oh. I got one on here. Uh-oh, I got a hump in the hallway. I'm trying to say who won. You or Austin won. Who I need to go with, Hump? Humps, I need to go with him. We're going to trust Hump. Hump, what we got? He said, rose up, B time. Uh-oh. I go with the white man. You got out too far. I can't go back with another color. No offense again. I can't. He messed up for colored people. Go ahead. Wow.
Early bird gets the worm.
Early bird gets the worm. Scary. What we got over here? That's right. Here's Nabal. We knew it was Nabal. That's right. He rose up early. And that's what we knew about Yahushua, right? See, that's what we learned from whatsoever written aforetime, written for our learning. So we watched that. It was important for us to know when he got there, he was already up. He wasn't there. He was already risen. That's what he did. He rose up before in B time. Go ahead.
And Yahuah has sent unto you all his Abadim, the Nabaim, rising early and sending them.
So he let you know this is a pattern. Go ahead.
But ye have not Shammah, nor incline your ear to Shammah. They said, turn ye again now every one from his Rosha Darak, and from the Rosha of your doings, and dwell in the Arats that Yahuah hath given unto you, and to your Abud along and along. And go not after other Elohim to serve them, and to shakar them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt.
See that? Now, again, we're going back looking at what about man? I got one hand. Uh-oh. His hand up already. But let's see what Uncle Kerry got, since he didn't want me to choke him earlier. Hold on, Rod, your hand was up. Was your hand up? Oh, okay. No, I know you, Kerry. I said Rod. Go ahead, Kerry. What? He set out many wicked inventions. What is Kerry talking about? We got the bishop. Also had his hand was up. He passed. He gonna pass again? Or you gonna take it? Go ahead. That's right. Man was supposed to survive. Is that what you're gonna say? Now, see, this is what we start looking at, and while we're looking at this, guys, is because we're trying to find out where our defect is. That's what we're trying. Where's the chink at in our armor? And the defect in our armor, he started to know why. This is what you need to be asking yourself: why is man dying? This is how man, because man had lost his conceit, he lost his favor with Elohim. See, at one time there were questions. Well, let's see right quick. See that in the book of Abari, the 2nd chapter. 2, see that 2 and 5. Abarim, they call Hebrews. Let's see. This is 2 and 5. Listen.
For unto the Malachim hath he not put in subjection the alarm to come, whereof we speak. But one in a certain Malachim testified, saying, what is Ish, that thou art mindful of him? Or the Ben of Ish, that thou visitest him?
See that? Come on.
Thou madest him a little lower than a Malachim. Thou crownedest him with kabod and kabod, and didst set him over the works of thy hand.
Listen.
Thou hast put all things in subjection under his regal, for that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not yet all things put under him.
So now, looking at this right here, Chris, you have to think about it. And the book declared to us, the Sefer, that this was a thing that even the Malachi even looked into.
That's right.
So it's been a thing that he had conceived for man, and that's what he looked at. You think about the Malachim, y'all know where they at, right? Where's his messengers at? And Shamaim with him. And that's where we're trying to go. And you know what became question for them? What is Ish?
Right.
What is Ish that you even think about him? That you even zakar him? Why is it that you mark him to remember him? And you never put this stuff under our hand. You never put anything to our control. That man put everything in our hands. He said everything in the Shamaim, you rule that. Everything that stand on this Arats, you rule that. If there's anything that's in the Yam, in the waters, you're over that. Everything I made, I put that in your hands. You didn't think I did, and I didn't want you to survive? I didn't want you to make it. That's the purpose of me sending people to tell you, to testify to you, to proclaim to you, to turn you so you'll live. We have been on a constant path, a constant path of destruction because we hadn't actually sat down and considered what was his intent for us. And they want to know, why would you even go and visit him? He sent us Yahushua to come and visit us. What is Ish that you even think about him? What is Ish that you even mindful of him? Why would you give the kabod and the kabod you given this man and you put him over the works of your hand? Anything Elohim made, he said, you over it. You over it. So that's the question they had. What is he? What is it about him So we can kind of go back and let's look at a situation to kind of give us an idea. How about that? All right, hands on what you'll use. Oh, got me a bishop. Is he just a bishop, or is he a bishop in something? Yeah, that's a bishop apostle. He just a bishop, or he a bishop prick. I like that. I think the same thing. He gonna be a bishop prick. Everybody mind different. I got another one. You got another title for another hand. Now I got a bishop prick, and I got Papa's son. Master Chin now done jumped in the arena. Who we going with? Hand for Master Chin. Hand for Papa's son. Hand for Bishop Prick. Bishop, you looking bad, Bishop. Look like Master Chin beat y'all out. All right, Master Chin. Who? We the heirs to be his being? What you gonna use? That's why I be mindful of them. Not bad, bad. But I got Hump said no. Hump said no. I'm out here. What we got a situation we gonna use. Cause I told you, let's see what we're gonna use a situation. I hear what the answer is. What I want y'all to do. I want our team to start focus if you can. Try to look at what you can use to justify your answer. And the only reason why, because based off of 7 and 38 of the book of Yahuah, he that amon on me. So that's what we want to make sure. Not saying that what you said wasn't in writings, but they're looking at what is it about him that you're mindful of him. What is it that you set him over, the works of your hands? Now I had Hump out there before you. He wasn't there?
He wasn't next.
Well, we ain't got the hallway yet. Did he get an answer yet? Hold on, let me see. Did you get an answer already? Did he get it right or wrong? No, he got it wrong. You can remember. Because I got an answer after him. Now he said something, he was close enough. Because the hall, they be like they get rejected. So you next. We ready for it? What you gonna use? Now, I just explained to you know what to do. All right, what you got?
I would go with Pharaoh and Joseph.
Anybody got an answer? Hold on, what you got? At dawn in the garden. What you got, huh? At dawn in the garden. Okay. Somebody had one? Oh, Boston. What you gonna say? And I third it. That's book. That's right. Let's look at the book. That's right. Let's look at it right quick. Bara sheet. What is that? 41? I think it's 41 and 12. Might bad me up. See, let's say that 41 and 12. What that say? Let's see. 41 and what's that? 12? Probably read down. Let me see. And then we'll kind of look at something. Because everything we do, now you can use book and still be wrong, but we want to try to look base what we're doing to make sure that we can substantiate what it is we believe. Because what you said is an answer, but that's just dealing with man becoming an heir. Listen to what he asked. The question became, what was man that you were mindful of, or even the ben of each, and now that you even considered him, or that you're visiting. And then you taking him and you put him over the works of your hands. Even with Adam, we really didn't kind of get quite the gist of first, but we just kind of get an idea from this. Because Adam is kind of basic at the front, but let's just look at this. Let's say, hold on, this is like 30 something, 41, 31, yeah, 41. I was trying to say, I don't remember him talking about no speckle. I remember that when you called. Let's say this is 12, 41 and 12. Listen.
And there was there with us a young Ish, and Abri, a bard to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our kalamut. To each Ish, according to his kalamut, he did interpret.
Come on.
And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. Then Pharaoh, Shalak, and Kara Yosef, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved himself, and changed his raiment, and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have kalamut, a kalamut.
Hold on for a second. Maybe not in point. Back down again that verse. That's a little different. The thing here came that they're trying to say that he did it, but based off of how this is written, this is basically saying to me that they shaved him. For with at the king's commandment, Joseph was brought out of the prison, and they shaved him. And Pharaoh, having sent, called Joseph, and they brought him out from the prison and shaved him. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved. And so they put himself. That's a little different in writing. Would you agree, Justin? That's different. Now, even though James saying that, James would have picked up what he had from here. If these be accurate translation from the original writings of the Greek and of the Latin, then that's not going to be accurate, that they shaved him, which would make sense. Because it kind of leaves open the debate that you can't shave your beard. Because you can be able to say Joseph did it, even though you can say, well, Turin didn't come in to say it at the time it was wrong. People can use that as justified for shaving their beard off. But if you look at they shaved it, you look at the Mizraim, it probably been their custom. You know what I'm saying? You got people at custom. You look at a lot of Africans, a lot of them will keep their face bald and bald their heads too. It's not a custom. Yeah, we bald our heads and we shave our faces. This is not our custom, okay? You know, I'm just bringing up, I'm looking at it as we read, and I want to pay attention to detail on things, because a lot of things we were taught, we go back and we look at, that's a little different. Would you agree, Boston? That would be different. And the fact that they put it in brackets and they're trying to say he did it himself. You got to remember, all these translators, not talking about the English translator, the people that translated who were the Greeks, who were the Latins, and the English speakers, all had their own agenda. I mean, it is. You came across, you'd have caught people that would have had beards. You want them to shave them. White people start off with them, then they start going naked face, especially like an FBI. All of them stay naked face. A lot of those military, what they want you to do, pretty much naked face, mustache, they want to kind of down. Look at, that's their whole thing. They rather like a lot of the general, a lot of them don't even have a mustache. A lot of them shave them off. You know, right? A lot of them, they like it. Everybody wants you clean face, shave them. You go to boot camp, what they do? Everything, cut your hair off and cut your mustache and beard off. So that makes sense that these people, that they will shave you. They're going to make sure they're going to give you one of them ugly military haircuts. It's going to be a boot camp haircut. Ain't going to be nothing pretty. Ain't no line either. So, let's see. Come on, I just want to look at that. Come on back. Wait a minute, 15?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have kalamut, a kalamut, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have Shammah say of thee, that thou canst understand a kalamut to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, it is not in me. Elohim shall give Pharaoh an answer of shalom. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, in my kalamut, behold, I stood upon the bank of the Nahar.
Hold, stop. Go back to 16. And Joseph answered Pharaoh and said, without Elohim, an answer of safety shall not be given to Pharaoh. He wanted to make sure. Which means he'd been signifying like who? You guess? In operation, Joseph. Yes, sir. Love, a heart. That's right. Yeah, he letting them know, always in working, he wanted to give homage back to the Father. Isn't that right? Yahuah declared, he said, I can on my own self do nothing. That's what he told us. Should have been, I think, in the 8th chapter of the book of Yahuah. That's what he let them know, without Elohim. He let them know that you can't get no answer of safety. Y'all got it? Come on.
And behold.
Hold on, stop. Come back again. 17. Where did that up? So Pharaoh told what he had dreamed. Methought I stood upon the bank. Oh, no. Come back down. Joseph answered, without me, Elohim shall give Pharaoh okay, but I thought he was going to say without me, like, you ain't getting nothing without me. All right, go ahead. He was 17. But that's fine. We're going down that way. Give me 20. Come on down to 20. That'll be fine. Go ahead.
And the lean and the ill-favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored, as at the beginning. So I awoke, and I saw in my kalamut, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and two. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the kadim sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 tube ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the kalamut of Pharaoh is one. Elohim has shewed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 tube kine are 7 shanim, and the 7 tube ears are 7 shanim. The kalamut is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 shanim.
So he's talking about the 7 ill and the 7 good and the 7 bad. He told them, well, they were still one. Then he tells that the 2 were going to be one? Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead.
And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 shanim, and the 7 empty ears blasted with the kadim shall be 7 shanim of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What Elohim is about to do, he sheweth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 shanim of great plenty throughout all the arats of Mizraim.
Yeah.
And there shall arise after them 7 shanim of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the arats of Mizraim, and the famine shall consume the arats. And the plenty shall not be known in the arats by reason of that famine following, or it shall be very grievous. And for that the kalamut was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because
14.
the thing is established by Elohim.
What makes sense? He said why it was doubled to him, because it was established by Elohim. And when you go back and you read about the coming of Yahushua in the first chapter of the book of Yahuah, it'll start giving you 14. It'll give you the number 14 Tuladah. And it keep going 14 Tuladah. Because the thing was doubled, because it was established by Elohim. What is 7 and 7? Then he said it was double. Let's see right quick how it gives the numbers right quick. And Yahuah chapter 1. Jump down about verse 15 right quick. We'll come back across. You know what I'd like to see us do? Get to where we stop making so many bad decisions, bad mistakes. And we've made them. 16, 17, I think. Let's see. Let's go. Go ahead.
And Eliad begot Eleazar, and Eleazar begot Mathan, and Mathan begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Yahusuf, the husband of Marim, of whom was born Yahushua, who was Kara, Mashiach.
Listen.
So all the Tuladah from Abraham to Daoud are 14.
So how do you get 14? And he told us the thing was double.
Yes, sir.
Because it's established in Elohim.
That's right.
Why are we going 14? Go ahead.
And from Daoud unto the carrying away into Babylon are 14 Tuladah. And from carrying away into Babylon unto Mashiach are 14 Tuladah.
I guess so. We know the thing was established in Elohim. He told him that's why the thing was double. Hello? He told him that the dream was one. Did he not say the dream was one? What exactly did he see in his dream? Hello? He seen 7 good years and he saw 7 bad years. And what did he tell him? That the thing was one. That makes 14 because it was established of Elohim. And all of a sudden you come to a book that started telling you about 14, 14, 14. So this one established by Elohim. Yes, all right, come on, let's go back. Listen.
And for that the kalamut was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by Elohim, and Elohim will shortly bring it to pass.
Now, and you get what the book of Galatians 4 and 1 told? Hands. Good answer. When the fullness of time was come, Elohim sent forth his men, made under the Torah. What did you learn about Pharaoh's dream at? And the thing was double, because it was of Elohim. See, everything was purpose for us to pay attention. Whatsoever written aforetime, y'all forgot why it was written. So you'll learn it, so you can see it, you can be taught it. The fact that he's telling you 14, 14, 14, he told you the thing was double, that it was 1. So it's not 7, it's 14. It was all one and the same. Okay, don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. Come on. Come on.
Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a Ish, discreet and wise, and set him over the Arats of Mizraim.
Wow. You said put him over the entire planet?
Over the Arats of Mizraim.
I wonder why he want to put him over on the rocks of Mizraim. So what? So because he's discreet and wise. Because that was his land. Where else could he put him over? Mizraim was the works of his hands. Where else could he put him over? He looked at him, look out somebody that you could put that was wise and prudent, that you could put over the Mizraim, because that's what you establish and that's what you rule. He need to put somebody that was over what he rules, that knew and that could understand. And see, that's the same purpose when you sat down and look at Ish. That's why it made sense to take Ish and why was he mindful of him? He was looking for a man. Let's see something. 22nd chapter of the book of Yahuah. Say that 22, 26. Yahuah. This is Elohim strengthens. Yeah, they call Ezekiel. Yeah. Yahuah. Listen.
Her Kohanim have violated my Torah and have profaned my Kodash things. They have put no difference between the Kodash and profane. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean.
Listen.
They have hid their from my Shabbat, and I am profane among them. Her Sarim in the midst thereof are like wolves.
Hold on for a minute. We ain't made it that far down there. Go on. Okay, come on.
Her Sarim in the midst thereof are like wolves, ravening the prey to shed dam and to destroy Nephash to get dishonest gain.
Yeah.
And her Nabaim have daubed them with untempered mortar, seeing vanity in divining lies unto them, saying, Thus saith Yahuah Elohim, when Yahuah hath not spoken.
Yeah.
The arm of the Arats have used oppression and exercised robbery, and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. And I sought for an Ish among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the Arats, that I should not destroy it, but I found none.
So, hold on, no, that's fine. And I sought from among them an Ish, behaving uprightly and standing before me perfectly in the time of wrath, so that I should not utterly destroy her, but I found him not.
That's right.
There are a couple of purposes to try to get us to understand why. It was because of what was going to enter into the Arats. What was going to come in was going to be Qatar. It was going to come in through man. He was going to use man to regain it back. To get us to understand that, which wouldn't make sense in some sense to us. But amazingly though, believe it or not, it does make sense. If you got bit by a snake, you ain't gonna believe it. They ain't gonna give you penicillin. They're not gonna give you antibiotics. They don't use snake venom. Because that's the same thing they do for the flu. They actually give you the flu virus in order to build your body up to become immune to the flu. So what was he gonna use to bring man back? That's why he was mindful of man. Because he was going to use man to bring him back. He told he wanted to use. He said, and I sought from among them not a Malaki. Because he making them ruach. He's not going to do that. From them a man, a ish, behaving uprightly and standing before me perfectly in the time of wrath, so that I should not utterly destroy her. But I found him not. He was never looking for a Malaki, not in that aspect. He was looking for a man. Them being inquisitive about it made all the sense. Even it came to a Kohan. You know how every Kohan was made and where he was taken from? And what was he made for? So he could stand in for the willful and the ignorant. The Malaki couldn't do that. Not possible. If it were possible, he was going to have to use a man. And they were inquisitive for the fact they want to know, what is it about him that you even think about him, that you even come to visit him, and that you set him over the works of your hand, and that you crowned him with kabul and kabod. Yahuah gave it to us. Can you imagine that? That they're sitting up here with Elohim, with Yahushua, giving homage to him, shakar him. They're beautifying this Shem, but they got questions. What is it with man that you even mindful of, that you even consider him? That you give this man and you put him over the works of your hands. Yahuah come back to visit us. That's why we got to make sure we get this thing right. But we've been so far because we never considered it. The position of what he set up, his intent for man, that man was going to exist, that man was going to survive. But then he had to come back and let us know, even through our death, he brought us back into existence. The fact that we know about taking seeds, dead, putting them in the ground, just so they can live longer. So all this was just a process of establishing us to what we know as alarm, or abundantly, having more than what we have. Y'all got it? Taken from us to give us more than what we had. But because we've been ignorant of it, we've fought it. We've gone against it. We've never even considered. His whole idea was to keep man to survive. He kept us around just long enough till Yahushua should come. Hello? He kept us around so the promise could be made. The promise could be kept. So the promise could be fulfilled. And they came to let us know that the promise even unto you and to your children. It's a continual duration. How's it going to work if it's just for us? This thing going to have to continue if we're going to survive. If the promise stopped at us or stopped at them that were down to their Ukal Shabul, we're in trouble. We said like Shaul, then we of all men most miserable. And our hope is in vain. This was set up for us that it be continued and man survive. Through all this destruction that's coming on the rise and all these things coming, Yahuah is intended that we're going to survive. Hello? Even when he came here and he talked to him, he told them there'll be some that were sitting there that won't even taste of moot. Not till they seen the Malkut come with authority. Said some of them been there, weren't even going to taste of it until. He intended for them to survive. That some of them were going to be alive, because this thing had to continue. He had to do that. He said that Elohim did too. That what was he did there? How you going to do that if nobody survived? Even when Yahuah said it himself to destroy the whole of rise. He said, I will destroy each whom I made. The man have vexed me that I want him dead. But I found me a witness. He said, I found me a witness. Nuach. So him only have I found to be Saddam. I found me while I kept me somebody to survive. It's been his intent. You got to fight to survive. You got to fight stupidity and ignorance. You got to fight your willfulness, your forwardness. You got to fight your disobedience. A lot of things you got to fight to survive. A lot of y'all guys done succumb to it. They're like certain diseases. They'll come in on you. You fight them, you can beat them. You give in to them, succumb to them. They'll sit there and they'll overtake you. They'll overtake you. You got to have a mind that want to survive. You want to be with him. But all the things I'm telling you, you couldn't possibly imagine unless somebody gave it to you. You got to be taught it. We ain't know. We just thought you just get up and you just come. It'll happen. It won't just happen. You got to know what's his original intent for man, to survive. I want man to dwell. He said he made the rocks to be inhabited. That's why he made it. Yahuah going to stop all this in due time. We just got to know what our intent is, and we got to get it right. We can't let our heart be everything that's around us. Our heart got to be first focused on him. That being honest, above everything. He gives us things and he takes them away. That's what EU told us. So Yahuah give, Yahuah take it away. And he still want to give Baraka to Yahuah Shem. Y'all got it? That's what we got to learn how to do. Let's finish this up right quick at Yahuah. I had y'all reading the 25th chapter. 25, where we left off at, verse 5, verse 4. I'll try to let y'all get out of here. I really want to learn what our position is as men, as Ish, decision making. All that's important. See, a lot of stuff y'all don't consider. A lot of y'all here don't consider you make a decision. As a man, when you make a decision, you got to make sure you're real stern in your decision and make sure you're making the right decision. Now, you can be stern on a stupid decision, too. A man can't be wavering. Y'all heard me? Sir. A man can't be careless. A man can't afford to sit around and make mistakes. It happens, but you try to always limit your error or margin when it comes down to mistakes. Oops, I made it bad. Oops, I made it bad. Oops, I made it bad. Not a man. A man got to consider. Y'all got it?
Sir.
So this is the 4th verse, 25th chapter, book of Yahuah. Listen.
And Yahuah had shalak unto you all his abadim, the Nabaim, rising early, and shalak them, but ye have not Shama, nor incline your ear to Shama.
So now you hadn't listened with the intent to do. Come on.
They said, turn ye again now, every one from his Rosha Darak, and from the Rosha of your doings, and dwell in the Arats that Yahuah hath given unto you, and to your Abud, Alam and Alam.
So he calling you East right now. Didn't he want us to dwell? He want us to survive? You know, we've been thinking for years that the man just wanted to kill us all. He said, I'm telling you how to stay. I'm telling you how to keep existing. Turn from what you're doing. Start listening to what he's telling you to do. But you have not listened. You have not shaman. So what was going to happen to him? What's imminent? And that's because he hate him. That's because he brought him out to kill him. That's how people made it look on the man. The man had gotten a bad rap. Why, if I want you to die, if I was trying to just take you out, why would I try to tell you to turn from your evil prayer? Why would I send these people to try to warn you? And you wouldn't listen. And you kept going. Your hurt is on your own head. A lot of us say, man, we quick to always feel like everything against us. Everybody against you, against yourself.
Yeah.
You against surviving. You against dwelling in the land.
Yeah.
All this stuff was predicated. I want you here, but you can't be here doing this. And I kept warning you early, trying to send these guys. They try to warn you and you won't listen. Come on. Come on.
And go not after other Elohim to serve them and to shalak them and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt.
We deal with hurts right now. Why? Because we don't provoke them. I ain't just tell you not to go to Elohim. I told you what not to do. Don't shakar them. Don't adore them. Don't do it. He said, because all you're going to do is you're going to arouse me. I told you I was a jealous Elohim.
Yeah.
And you're going to provoke me, and I'm going to wind up hurting you. I'm going to tear stuff from you. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to take you down. Because you put me in that position. My intent was for you to dwell. My intent was for you to survive, Ish. Come on.
Yet ye have not Shama unto me,
Wow.
saith Yahuah,
But
that ye
wouldn't
might
listen.
provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt. Therefore, thus saith Yahuah of Sabaoth, because ye have not Shama my Dabarim, behold, I will shalak and take all the Mishrakah of the north, saith Yahuah.
Hold on. Verse 9. Okay.
Behold, I will shalak and take all the Mishpachah of the north, saith Yahuah, and Nebuchadrezzar the Malak of Babylon, my abad, and will bring them against this Arat, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these Goim round about, and will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment, and an hissing, and perpetual desolation.
What else?
Moreover, I will take from them the coal of mirth, and the coal of gladness, the coal of the bridegroom, and the coal of the bride, the sound of the millstones, and the aur of the candle. And this whole Arat shall be a desolation and an astonishment, and these Goim shall serve the Malak of Babylon 70 shanim.
Who understood this? Hand. Tell me who? Daniel. He said, I understood it. And in the time frame, Nahum knew what was going to happen in the time frame, the destruction, what he was going to put on them, so they would know. He said, because you wouldn't believe me. Not only you just going to go these times, I'm going to make you suffer, I'm going to make your way hard. See, it's one thing to get contrary to what Elohim done told us. It's another thing to get to a point we don't believe it. The internet has took a lot of the belief we have Elohim, because there's so many people on here writing and putting information out that things become questionable that he told us to do. But what he stated, it come to pass every time. Every time when he told us, look at us, a lot of us to our own hurt. A lot of stuff we got had been to our own hurt, the truth be told about it. Because, and he told her what? Because you wouldn't believe me. Because you weren't hearkening to me. Because we ran after the other Elohim, it was needful for this to happen. What else was going to turn us back to him? After that man told, after I done stripped you down, after I done taken you out, then you going to come back you in knowledge, just like Nebuchadnezzar did, didn't it? After he done stripped. Why we got to be another Goy that got to get taken all the way out, all the way down, before we finally turn and realize this man here is Elohim? And when Nebuchadnezzar did finally turn and acknowledge him, you saw he gave him back to Malkut? He took it away from him alone. You'll never get this back. But then you got to consider us. He's going to restore to us. The Talmudim, his taught ones, asked him, would thou restore the Malkut to us? We ain't get back to Nebuchadnezzar. They want to know when he getting it back. We turned against Elohim too. We walk with our necks stretching up high, didn't we? Some of the same thing he did, we disregarded Elohim. Yet he came back and restoring to us. Nebuchadnezzar never got it back. He moved a whole rule from them. And yet he gave us an opportunity of recovering us. Coming back, so I'm going to give recovering a sight. I'm going to come back and give hearing back to him. All the stuff that we lost, he come back to give it back to us, to try to realize, my intent been for you this whole time to survive, but you've been doing other things. I need my men to really wake up and understand who you are. You are Ish of Elohim. His intent is for you to dwell and for you to survive. His intent has been for us to turn so he can let us stay in the place. All the stuff we've been thinking is going to make things happen for us has never been the answer. It's been for us to listen with the intent to do. Start taking our rightful place as men and start making these dumb decisions, doing stupid stuff, getting caught up with everything else, and our life in a shambles. I couldn't imagine for myself, why would I be involved in anything in my life in a shambles? My first care need to be about my welfare. First thing I need to be about my welfare. That's going to involve my salvation, my dwelling. That's going to involve my health. That's going to be involved with everything that's dealing with my existence, knowing my Creator, knowing what He's predicated for me, knowing what is salvation for me, knowing is needful for me. That's how I survive. Hello? Man doth not live by bread alone. That's how he survived. That's why I said this going to hurt you. Because if I told you the word and you ain't take it, this going to wind up hurting you. This going to fall to your hurt. It's going to fall to your destruction. He never left nothing else for you to survive but his word. How you living? It ain't in color. How you living? His whole intent been for us to survive by the word. He been looking for a man that can defy the science of what we've been told. Why you think we take it for our own? Man's supposed to eat and drink. What the hell? They say you need to eat some so you can get your strength up. You need to eat so you don't die. Yahuah make us restrict ourselves. Don't eat. And that's because I told you with my word. My word going to keep you better than that food is. Make you break some of that biological fear you got. What you don't do, you'll die. Man, you don't do that to kill you. He said, I told you don't eat. That's my word. You're going to survive from my word. And you know why you're going to get hungry and why you're going to feel like you need to break down and do it? Because the flesh don't want to break down to his will. Man, we get and take a fall. It get rough. How many of y'all get that rough here now? That thing said, man, but you be like, if I just cool my parched tongue. Because that show you how strong the flesh is. He's trying to show you that battle that we're in battling is stronger than what you think. A lot of them think they got, you ain't got it. Your flesh ain't antagonizing you now because it ain't got something it want at the moment. It's good. You giving it what it need. Don't give it what it need to see what it do. That thing gonna start growling, start pooing, gonna get aggravated, your head start hurting, start getting weak. You ain't gonna be able to focus because the body's saying, I gotta get me. I gotta get me. You know, all he look at, if you would let my ruach do that deal. If you would let my ruach dry you to where right now ain't nothing else important. I just gotta feed this ruach. But your flesh overwhelms it. How you gonna see the two balance? We done heard that they were contrary one to the other. Who told you to do kafar? Me? Why your flesh don't just bow and accept it? He's trying to show you the ignorance and the blundering stupidity of man. Your flesh will drive you into your destruction. Your body will fight everything he tells it to do. Whether it's resist fornication, resist adultery, resist kazal, your flesh gonna fight it. It's gonna find a way around it. He's gonna show you how to bring it in subjection by the word. It don't mean it's gonna stop. It's gonna be, you ain't getting it. It's like sometimes you done told your little kid you ain't getting some of that kid start crying. What that mean? Give it to him, shut up. Well, shut your darn mouth. You ain't getting it. That stuff don't move me with them tears. That's what you gotta tell your flesh. Same way you handle a child, you ain't getting it. You better shut your mouth. That's what you best be doing. Trying to teach you how to control it. That child will desire and want something, but you feel like I know what best. You ain't getting it. Then you got to believe that Allah know what best for your flesh. But you don't believe it. Y'all believe the internet. You believe other sources, other ideas out here that's going to come to your hurt. Each got to learn how to get back in tune to Elohim. In the 36th chapter, you're going to get a book of Yahuah, EU, he said he opened that ear to discipline. To discipline. Y'all how them discipline work? I holler word. Don't move. Fire, 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 fire. Typically, what did your body tell you? Get out. Nobody had to tell you to get out. Fire alert you to start looking, trying to find out where and how you can get out to get to safety. Your body open to a discipline. Repent, repent, repent. See? The fire discipline is stronger than the one for repent. Why am I screaming? Something like that, the fire part is trying to help you. Letting you know about a danger so you can get out. What you think repent was? Same thing. So the ear not open to discipline. See, you got the discipline of the world. You ain't got his discipline. He's saying it become sorrowful right now. Become remorseful right now. You don't have no remorse. The reason why? Because your ear not open to discipline. It's not, and the discipline is just correction. Because we know the correct. He said open the ear to discipline. He said whom Elohim heart. Get what he do? He disciplined. He disciplined. He opened up to hear, I need to be corrected. And these are the people he said he was going to take, those that will accept their punishment. Those that won't, I have no reason for them to exist. I have no reason for them to continue. I have no reason for them to dwell. He said because they won't be corrected. They're bastards. You're a memzar. You're a bastard. You're illegitimate. Here's a listen. Here's a acknowledging. Here's a come back and they'll confess it. Hello? It's supposed to be that end. That's something. Who here want to give them tell somebody they said that's embarrassing? Your flesh tell that's stupid. Why would you tell somebody that? That's the flesh. Then he told you that with the heart, that's how you believe. And you don't believe what you're supposed to do with your mouth. Confess it. Confess it. He said, that's your salvation. So what they tell you, I want to confess it. Thank you, sir. I don't want to be saved. That's not true. That's not true. I just don't want. I don't want people laughing at me. I don't want people looking at me funny. That's your flesh. See, he told them, and because you don't believe me. He said, when your Lord, if you believe me, then you'll open your mouth and you'll confess it. He said, that's how you get salvation. That's how you survive. That's how you dwell. You just consider it. That's two.